Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators and Catch Your Predator. Why don't you have a seat right over there and listen to Kyle and Brandon, our podcast. According to my chat logs, Kyle and Brandon have interesting guests.
No, I hated it.
Yeah.
Everybody's sweaty, everybody's on drugs, so they're super sweaty but also touchy. And then they touch your face, then you leave there, and the next day you have pimples.
Fantastic conversation.
He's underground in a lab, floating in a tank of water because he almost died.
And most important, no predators.
Here at Intoxicated Reviews, we intellectually dissect the art of cinema, scene by scene. Here's some clips.
All he is, it's just a fucking big wooden doll full of cum, chasing kids around.
You look up guys who poop in a bag. 'Cause I think that's where you'll find him. Because he is hurt.
It's probably just in your search history anyway, isn't it?
This movie fucking blows.
So don't forget to subscribe to Intoxicated Reviews on all places you find podcasts. Except Spotify. We're working on it.
Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Oh, hey, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of the Intoxicated Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah McClellan. And this is a comedy variety podcast where I shoot the shit with comedians, creators, and characters about the messiness of life. This week I have two guests on the podcast. Yet again, another week where I left things to the last minute, and these two gentlemen were awesome enough to hop on literally the day before the podcast comes out. This week I welcome Durham LaPorte and Mitch Touesnard. And this week, there's a little bit of a focus on roasting. A few weeks ago, I hosted a live stream with Durham where we did a roast battle, and it was a lot of fun, and probably more will be happening. So it's an area of interest for these two. They enjoy the roasting. I like hearing my friends roast each other. So we did talk a lot about roasting, and we actually did some roasts at the end of the episode, which was a lot of fun. We went live on Facebook. It was a really, really good time. I want to give a big thank you to Mitch and Durham for coming on. And obviously, we shot the shit about comedy and life before that as well. This week has been a little bit crazy, but I'm glad to at least have an episode for you. I was looking kind of bleak there for a bit. Herding comedians is like herding cats sometimes. Getting new guests every week has just kind of always been a challenge for me. But that's why I'm glad I have awesome returning guests that are able to come on and hang out with me. So that's this week's episode. This is going to be super quick. Make sure you follow Mitch and Durham on social media. Follow Intoxicated on social media. That's Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast. On Twitter, it's _Intoxicated. Make sure you are subscribed wherever you find podcasts. It'd be awesome if you could leave me a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. A 5-star rating would be appreciated, and a review always helps the visibility of the show. So that's something really nice you could do. You can email your questions, comments, feedback, or if you have any guest suggestions for the podcast at intoxicatedpodcast@gmail.com. And do check out Patreon. So that is patreon.com/intoxicated. I have updated levels on there if you did want to sign up. I do want to give a shout out to a new Patreon. Welcome to the family, Evan Petrie. Oh my gosh. So I think Evan has been following the podcast for a bit. I do believe he is a fan of comedy and comes out to the shows at Oasis every now and then. So fuck yeah, Evan. Thank you so much for signing up. That is amazing. This is what Intoxicated needs. We need more fans of comedy listening to the podcast. So big thank you to Evan for signing up. I also want to thank Carmen, another Evan, and Catherine, who are the other patrons of Intoxicated. So big thank you to you guys for supporting the podcast. I think that's really all that there is this week, guys. I gotta get to a comedy show right now, so I'm gonna get right to this episode with Durham and Mitch.
All right.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Je m'appelle Mitch Touesnard. Voilà et Durham et voilà Sarah. Nous sommes Intoxicated Podcast.
Why wouldn't you say my last name? My last name is French.
Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcast and like and subscribe, hit the bell. Leave a comment and share to some friends because it's great to support the podcast.
And sign up for the Patreon and My OnlyFans. Is that not pronounced Patreon?
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon.
I spelled it, in all fairness, I spelled it wrong in the chat.
Well, I think I always thought it was called Patron.
Patron.
Yeah.
And do not forget to follow my Instagram at Durham Mitch. And I also run another Instagram page called What Joe Rogan Are You?
Oh, I'm so fucking pissed
Oh, is that yours?
You led me on initially.
That's actually yours?
I was so proud of myself that I assumed it was Mitch. And I was like, I'm right. I know it's him. It's gotta be. Because who else would fucking do that?
I was trying to remain anon for a bit, but that quickly fizzled once my need for fame and recognition subsided my interest in having an anonymous meme account. But honestly, I think having an anonymous anything is a bitch move unless you're trying to expose some Jeffrey Epstein type Edward Snowden shit. You know what I mean? But
are you admitting to it being a bitch move that you made?
I don't know what you mean.
No, I'm not saying it's a bitch move. I made the account. I said it was a bitch move for me to try to act like I didn't make the account, and so
I also have an anonymous account. Sad Lunches Halifax. Sad Lunches HFX.
Well, it's not really anonymous anymore.
Yeah, we all know it.
That's true. I do say it run by Sarah McLaughlin.
So it's not an anonymous account.
No.
You guys might know this on OnlyFans. Like, do you have to be pornographic, or can you just like post any? You don't.
Well, I don't think so. I think for honestly, Durham though, like. For the most part, it is.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the whole point.
I know that's the whole point, but I just want to know if like I'm allowed, you know?
Oh yeah, like if you could.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like if you posted a picture, they're not gonna like message you and be like, I don't see enough penis in
Okay,
this.
well if there's a market, I could post like videos of me eating till I throw up or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's I'm sure
would
a lot
you
of people
would
like
you
that.
make it your name, or would you like for me, I made it a different name than myself.
I would make it Durham's Dinners. Yeah.
That's good.
So, you know, in 2021, look up Durham Dinners on OnlyFans. I need some time to prepare.
Yes, that's right.
That's hilarious that you mentioned that, because I'm trying to look up right now who I'm subscribed to, but I watch tons of videos of people eating already. So
there's already a market for
yeah,
that.
mukbangs. We should have a mukbang live stream sometime.
Wait, it's called a mukbang?
That's when
MUK bang. Mukbang.
Well, that sounds sexual. See, I just want to eat.
But that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's actually
it's
like
it's
just people like they'll order like we did one. There was one live stream we did with Catherine Robertson here for her birthday where I just ordered a fuck ton of McDonald's.
Oh.
And we just ate McDonald's on stream and just chatted in between like eating.
That's crazy. Every time...
that is crazy.
I've always said if I could pick one fast food place for life, it'd be McDonald's. Not because it's the best, just because it's the most accessible.
And it's the most consistent.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's always the same, you know?
I had McDonald's in China once. It was the same there, except they had rice and chicken wings, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The chicken wings were really spicy.
But, guys, we're here on the Intoxicated Podcast.
Right.
With two awesome guests who agreed to come on last minute. We have Durham LaPorte is here.
Hello.
And this is your guys' first video episodes,
Yeah, we
like
both
in
did
person.
a Zoom one.
Yeah, you both did Zoom.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so cool to be here in Sad Girl Studios, dude.
And Mitch is here.
What's up, dude?
And you know Mitch from his YouTube series, Another Day, Another Set.
Check out episodes 1 to 53. There is a total of 15 jokes through them all.
So that's interesting that Durham brings it up, and I'd love to address it because that is a funny joke. So what I do, a lot of comedians don't do this. I don't think there's a single comedian that does this, and maybe there's a reason why, but I don't know. I think I'm at such a new stage in my comedy career that it's cool to have this archive of what it sounds like, what it looks like to see raw footage of just a young rising comedian trying the same jokes over and over again in different orders and word placement, and seeing what does better, what does worse, and there's a lot of random crowd work. And I like to film every set because there's always like that set you don't film and then something crazy happens.
That's right. You know
I
what?
hardly film my
I'm gonna
sets.
say it, Mitch. I like what you're doing with filming it. I think
Specifically, I think Albert disagrees with me.
He does.
Big time. And honestly, like I'll say it right now, Albert is a funnier comedian than me. I think he is funnier. He's better at writing jokes. But that's that's the beautiful thing about comedy is someone might think that I'm funnier than him. Okay, this sounds like
no. I know what you're saying.
No, okay, I'm getting off track because this is not the avenue I'm going down. But what I'm saying is that like right now, my digital footprint is bigger than Albert's.
I think that in this day and age in comedy, it's so important to have online content out there.
Dude, you have to have,
so important.
Even if you have a lemonade stand, it's extremely important to have. Like, I don't want to sound like Gary V TV, but like if you're not like creating some type of content all the time, like what the fuck are you doing, dude? And but that doesn't mean just posting. That means also writing and creating and like and doing your stuff. But like I think that where I lack in like my joke writing abilities, I want to make up for in my presentation and like my content inventory.
Well, also, but you're also building a personality that people will come to really enjoy watching.
Yeah, that's like, oh, I love hopping on these podcasts. I mean, like I don't want this example stemming from me comparing myself to Albert to like narrate the whole conversation we're having right now, but like I think because he does a bunch of podcasts too, but like I think that like if you're not creating, bro, then fucking
what you doing?
Yeah, you better be busy at your job, because I'm not busy at my job because I don't work right now. Because I'm on stress leave from work. Because I'm not. Yeah. Anyways, so.
But dude, I'm a little stressed. But fuck that. What's up?
Yeah.
But I mean, Durham, like you did Facebook Lives, like you ran like a little live show over quarantine, and like what was that like?
Well, yeah, I was just so desperate to do something because I had like just gotten into stand up for like I was doing stand up for 4 months, and then bam, I had to do like take 4 months off.
Right.
And I don't know, it just felt weird, like, you know, falling in love with doing this thing and then just immediately stopping. So I bet it was worse for everyone else who's been doing it for years. But yeah, no, it sucked because. So I had to find something to do, and it was really fun to do that, and it helped me write a lot more jokes because I wasn't writing anything before I did those.
That's the thing; it stretches your muscle of like talking on the spot and like improvising and like all of that. So like that's what's really cool about like doing consistent live streams.
Yeah, and even though like I guess the lockdown's kind of not coming to an end, but like there's actual stand-up shows.
Nova Scotia strong. We beat COVID, motherfuckers. We beat that shit.
We're not quite there.
They had us in the first half. They had us in the first half. Dude, if we kept these borders locked down, like, oh, dude, this is so funny because when I was younger, people would be like, man, I don't like immigrants. Lock down the borders. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Immigrants are awesome. It adds so much more culture to your society. But now, as a
I don't know if immigrants had to be brought into this.
Stop talking. Yeah, how did this? No, but I'm just saying that I used to be so against the idea of locking down borders and not letting anybody in and letting only essential workers out. But now I'm kind of thinking that we should never let Americans in until like 2021 or something. And I'm so sorry if you have family in the States. I'm so sorry.
What are you thinking, a wall?
No.
Just don't let them in.
Yeah, just don't let them in.
Just a fence.
You know what I want, though? I do want them to open the Atlantic. Like, I want to be able to see people from, like, Ontario and stuff.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Eventually, I do. When do you think
one
that will...
day.
Because right now, today, the date is July 16th. I think we have less than 3 active cases. I know that there was 3. Maybe there was 2. Maybe there's 1 more. But less than 3 is, like, such a great number. We are so lucky to see it. People aren't talking about how lucky we are to be at that number, and you can just go around and just shake people's hands and like not even worry about it and shit.
Okay.
It's so dope.
Well, I don't think you can do that, and I think
you can, totally.
I think talking about it, that's where New Brunswick they got cocky, and then bam, got 20 cases.
That's the thing.
So we can't get cocky.
But like the reason they got cases is because someone went to Quebec because that was an essential worker. But that's like one essential worker to 20 cases. But I think if everyone, but like obviously everyone who has been in the province for 14 days and showing no symptoms out in public should be able to act normal like Florida. Mm-hmm. But if you're not, I shouldn't say not be careful in that sense, but like fucking, I haven't been anywhere. I've been chilling very small circles ever since the lockdown was open. So I can chill.
I do think we should be.
Have we been chilling?
Totally.
I don't know about
Can I
that.
hit that joint? Speaking of being safe.
Intoxicated. This is there's no booze on this episode, but there is a joint. So this is Intoxicated.
I love an intoxicated podcast.
What was I going to say?
This is actually pure CBD oldie. I don't smoke THC anymore. That shit's fucking so lame.
That's not true. I'm drinking a lot less alcohol now.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I'm not. Booze is sweet.
Actually, I did get pretty drunk on Sunday night after Andrew's memorial.
I think I've gotten drunk once over the quarantine.
Really? Only once? A lot of people went really hard.
Yeah, I think
all
other
the time.
people went opposite directions.
Dude, neither of you were here for this, but rest in peace, Andrew Vaughn. I didn't go to the memorial just because I didn't know him that well. I met him like a few times,
That's
and
fair.
I always like respect him and shit. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously funny.
Yeah.
And like I just never got to know him, which is unfortunate. Rest in peace. He was awesome. Gone way too young. Tragedy. But I didn't go to the memorial. I just kind of had like a depression, 8-hour nap all day, unrelated to the death. But still, it's
Just other demons. No
Mitch
big
is
deal.
depressed and stressed.
guys. But I gotta get this story.
We gotta
out.
do what you love about yourself. Soon.
I gotta get this.
Oh
story
yeah,
out.
we gotta do. Actually, why don't we should do the insecurity first.
I'll
and
tell
then
this quick
end
story and
with
then
what we
totally.
love. Okay, what's the story?
So it's a funny story. So
Oh god.
so for a lot of the online people who aren't in our group of people, so basically I have a joke where I inhale when I say yeah, da da da. It's a play on how Nova Scotians inhale when they say yeah. This is not a quick story. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll
we
make
got
it quick.
time.
I'll make it quicker.
This is the podcast for
Go
it.
for it.
Talk.
So I have this joke about Nova Scotia Inhale, and then Travis Lindsay made a Facebook post about an article on Facebook that said that Nova Scotians are asked to stop inhaling when they say yeah because it spreads germs and that's bad for COVID spread. And then I commented, or Travis posted on the thing. He said, "Oh, guess you have to retire your bit now." And I was like, "But doesn't that just make it more dangerous and edgy?" And then Dan Hendrickson.
Dan
Hendrick, Mitch bringing up the beef.
All right, Dan Hendrickson.
Okay.
Wait, what is it? Is it Hendrickson?
It's Hendricken.
Hendricken. Okay, Dan Hendricken commented, "Dude, how about I not bring up the beef on the podcast? That's what podcasts are for.
We
beef."
need some
for the
juice,
beef.
some drums.
so-
Oh wait, Durham, put that bell in the middle.
Okay, good call.
Yeah. So, he commented and he was like, "Oh, that's actually a Peter Anthony bit." Now I've never met him before, right? So I've never met Dan before, and he accused me of joke theft. Now,
What's your statement on this?
A few people reassured me that I wasn't stealing a joke, but I did some research on Peter Anthony, and he's an Atlantic Canadian comedian. He's decently successful, I guess. I mean, I never heard of him up until that.
I don't think I've ever seen a stand-up.
But he's like,
I know the name though.
He's like, yeah, pretty Nova Scotia. He has a bit that mentions the Nova Scotia Inhale, but that's not the main punchline of the joke. The punchline of the joke is how he's rounding up all of the things that people from Nova Scotia say, like imagine, and I can't remember another one, but you get the picture. So I messaged Dan about it, and I was like, yo, like, do you think I'm actually stealing a joke? And then he was like, here, let me pull it
What
up.
did he say? Oh, I don't even know.
I didn't hear about this part.
I didn't know what he said.
All right, dude, I'm going deep in the fucking
This is
Facebook Messenger vault for this.
I love it. I love it.
Because I don't give a fuck, dude.
There it
Oh,
is,
yeah,
right there.
there we go. So I said, how does Peter's Anthony bit go? And then he sent me the YouTube link. But I had already watched it because he took a while to respond. I think it was like 15 minutes he took or whatever. So
Way too long.
Way too long, dude. Way too long. So,
that's not that long.
Way too
but
long.
I'm used to guys not texting me back at all.
Oh, sorry, Mitch. Continue your story.
So then he sends me the YouTube link, but I had already watched it, so I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, I don't have to say anything. And then he messaged another time. Oh, no. A minute later, and then he said, wouldn't worry about it. Heard the premise a dozen times, which is kind of another jab, if you think about it, because that means he's saying the premise is played out. But currently in the Halifax scene, does anybody else have
No.
No,
I don't think
so.
I'm working on a joke about it right now.
Well, and I think you should, because it's a pretty
So
common
am I.
thing in Nova Scotia. And I was like, yeah, right. And then I replied and I said, right after I sent that, I YouTube searched and watched it actually. And I was like, yeah, I watched his and it's a bit different than mine, but thanks for letting me know.
Okay,
and then,
that's nice.
And then he sent me, and then he sent me the big blue thumbs, bro. Like, Dan, I never even met you before.
What, did you meet him on Sunday?
Okay, I'm getting to that term. So I was like, at this moment, I was like, Dan, like I never even met this dude before, and he's kind of like talking shit. Like I don't know what the beef is. And then I told a couple of people about it, and they're like, oh, that's just Dan. That's just how that's just Dan. I was like, oh, so Dan's just a dick? What? What? Hey, I guess that's funny to be a dick to someone you don't know. But you know what? comedy is subjective, so that's his prerogative. That is his prog. But on Sunday I met him, and in person he was very nice, which is weird because I feel like you should just be nice online as like an online courtesy because we're all online together.
It was just some fun jabbing.
Yeah, I guess it was fun to make me insecure while I'm like depressed in COVID, but whatever.
Aww.
Don't awe me because it's not funny when you awe me.
Let's ding it.
There you go.
Depressed in COVID.
So I met him on Sunday.
Okay, what was the meeting like?
And then I was like,
did you introduce yourself?
Yeah, we were like, he was like sitting across the table from me and there's like a lull in the conversation. I was like,
Mitch was like, hi. I fucked it up. Hi.
Just as slow zoom in on me and then the Curb the Enthusiasm theme plays.
Or, hello darkness, my old friend.
No, that's when you like go back to gambling or something.
Oh, I'll show you guys a funny clip after this.
Wait, Mitch, how did the meeting with
Yeah, tell us.
So I go, there's a lull in the conversation and I go, hey Dan, we haven't met before. My name's Mitch, but we've met online or something like that. Like addressing that we've had a conversation before. I'm like, yeah, like, hey dude, like, we're both comedians in this terribly tiny scene. So obviously we know each other, but this is our first time face-to-face meeting. And then I was super baked at the time and I said something super dumb, which is,
oh my God, what did you say?
Which is not what you want to do in the situation. Cause he was about to go on stage that night. And then I was like, so did you just like drive down for the show?
We'll ding that one too.
Oh,
sorry,
wow.
I think you
no. Anyone can ding it.
With it.
It's a communal bell. Oh. What did he say to that?
And
did he just bust out laughing?
No, he just kind of was like, he kind of like looked at me like he was pissed and he was like, no, for my friend's funeral. And I was like, oh yeah, that thing that happened today. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mitch.
And then,
so
but like
funny.
but it's one of those things that's like, it's funny now, but at the time it's still uncomfortable. So everyone there was kind of like,
well, yeah, it was the day of the funeral, so I get that.
Yeah, so super fresh, dude. Super fresh. Super fresh. So no one, and then I kind of said, I kind of had to like address that I was super dumb there because I don't like to like just not address things.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, sorry, dude, that was a pretty stoner thing to say. And then Matt Baker was just looking at me like I was the biggest idiot ever.
Oh my God.
I see Matt Baker.
Dude, I'm so sorry, dude, Matt Baker. I got a similar tattoo. I also have a moth tattoo right here, but I thought it was a butterfly, but he said it's a moth. And then I also have a shark.
Yes.
It's so hard because it's flipped. Yeah. So I got a shark,
and he
has the same tattoos.
Did you know this when you got the tattoos?
The butterfly, I knew he had his on his left arm, but I didn't know that he had a shark also on his left arm right below it.
That's so funny.
And I got the shark there just because it fits. Like that's like just a cool. Oh, dude, it's so hard with the fucking reverse camera, but yeah.
You gotta figure it out.
But yeah, it just fit there really nice with what else I have. But his shark is also different. It has like, it just looks different. But the placement is oddly similar enough that he could make a joke about it and it totally makes sense.
And I think you guys have matching tramp stamps too, right?
Yes, and we both have matching Prince Albert piercings. Do you guys know what a Prince Albert is?
Is that a dick piercing?
Yeah, and you guys know what street I live on?
Prince Albert?
Albert Street?
I live on Prince Albert Road in Dartmouth.
Oh.
And only recently I realized that I live on Dick Piercing Road, which is
Dick Piercing Road.
Which is just so funny that I live on a street named after a phallic piercing. Like that's fantastic.
You think that's what probably came first, not the Prince Albert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's a sign that you should get one?
Dude.
Never. He has one.
Never. Never.
Would you ever get a nipple pierced?
I wouldn't. No.
You thought about it.
Listen to that hesitation and the no.
Maybe.
Because I thought about it as a joke before, but the pain would be excruciating.
I know some women who have their nipples pierced.
I think it's more common.
They love it.
Dude, Mackie has the funniest bit about nipple piercings.
Oh yeah. I love
yeah. Dude, shout out to Steve Mackie.
Follow
him on Facebook for his, and he has a new show going into season 10. It's 2 Lego dogs doing crazy shit.
I think it's 2 Lego dogs on top of cars or something, isn't it?
2 Lego dogs on top of cars talking shit.
He also has a series called Lunch on Trunks. That's where he posts a picture of his lunch on his trunk.
What?
Is that real?
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that. No.
You guys never seen him post a picture of his lunch on his trunk of his car?
Well,
no.
I've seen him post pictures of his lunch, but I didn't realize that they're always on the trunk of his car.
We got some haters in the chat, Mackie.
I really need Mackie on this podcast ASAP.
Yeah,
to discuss?
Are you gonna finally reveal your beef with Mackie today?
No. I have zero beef with Mackie. He makes me laugh like no other person. Like he's oh my god.
Yeah, this is the air out the beef episode.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say about Dan. The other day, I put up on Instagram, send me your guest recommendations, and he recommended my friend Pat, who's been on already, but it was like a long time ago, so like I don't expect anyone to.
Was he ripping a jewel?
Ripping a jewel? On the podcast? I don't remember.
I thought I saw one in his hand.
No, we drank. You know what we drank? We drank Tom Collins drinks. Collins?
Did he have a jewel?
No.
No, he drank it through the jewel.
Fuck that guy.
But so Dan suggested him, and then I reposted his suggestion, being like, "Oh, Pat's already been on, but like I'd love to have him on again." And then Pat saw that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was Dan Hendricken that recommended you." And Pat was like, "I never know if Dan loves me or hates me." So the ball busting is 100% what he does, and it's usually not personal.
And what I'll say about Dan is I've never met you, but I'd love to do a show on PEI.
There you go. Getting good with Dan Hendy.
No, Dan's cool. He's funny. Dan's
a sweetheart.
Craft beer sucks, though. I will say that. And
I love what I'll say about Dan. He gives good hugs. He gives like a good bear hug.
Yeah, he's definitely got a meaty horn. But
you didn't get a bear hug?
That's not
Mitch?
what matters in friendship. What matters is like having a conversation before there's a.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, Durham.
I messed that up.
Every time Durham interrupts another one of my long-winded sentences, I'm gonna ring the bell.
Oh my gosh. But we have some prepared questions here, guys. Because guess who's a professional? Not me.
Podcast.
What do you guys like about yourselves?
Mitch, do you want to start?
I got really nice feet.
You got nice feet? Let's see those bad boys.
Should I whip my feet?
No. You can see
you
his
shouldn't
feet.
do that.
You can see his feet on his last episode.
Yeah. You showed your feet on the Zoom call?
I wouldn't put it past me.
That's something I like about you too.
No shaky cam this time, guys. Yeah. We got a steady camera. But like, go deeper than feet. Like, what about personality or like your character?
I'll go first.
Your character.
I'll go first. I feel like we should start with insecurities just because I feel like it. No, let's do it. Even though I feel like a dick just saying good things about myself. I think I'm very like chill. I'm very calm. People don't get nervous or anything around me. I think I'm a calm presence.
Mm-hmm. Level and like like a level presence.
Yeah.
Like I can't picture you being like super pissed off.
I don't get. I don't get.
Durham
too
also
angry.
has a meaty rod.
Thanks, Mitch.
How do you know?
One time he was like he was showing me his tattoo on his thigh.
Oh my god.
I do love to wear short shorts, but not to show that off. Show off my legs. Oh, I love my legs. I have great calves. That's something I love about myself.
I fucking hate my calves.
Oh, I wear obscenely short shorts like when it's hot out. I remember actually last summer I got catcalled. I was walking by one of those beer gardens and some ladies went woo and stared at me in my shorts. So I just gave them a little flex and kept going.
Wait,
so you weren't offended by the catcall?
Wait.
I wasn't because it doesn't happen to me often, you know.
Wait, how
but
did
if
they
it was
do
happening,
no, can you do it again? How'd they do it?
Did a little woo, you know.
No, how'd they do it too? One more time.
One more time. A little woo.
I don't get why Mitch. How do
you
you
just
that?
into it?
But yeah, it was really funny when
the only time I've been catcalled. So I mean, if it happened continually, I would just start being like, all right,
calm down.
They're just calves, ladies.
Yeah, I love that. Good calves.
Good calves, calm energy.
Calves and calm.
Yeah. So if you're looking for that, I'm taken. So never mind.
Have you ever had a moment of freak out, or like, have you ever had a moment of weakness where you like kind of lost your shit or like lost your temper?
Oh, definitely. But I think it takes a lot for me to get like really angry.
Right. Someone has to like really push.
Yeah. Like I've gotten in fights with like my old roommates before. I remember I was living with this one guy, and we had this other roommate for a bit, and he was kind of like the glue between us. But then he went away, and then me and just this one roommate were together, and for some reason we were pissed at each other. I can't remember why. And then like one time in the kitchen, he just like bumped me, and we just yelled at each other, and then we were fine.
Oh wow.
We just like yelled at each other super hard. I think we were just both pissed off at each other for no reason. So we just yelled at each other. We were living together for 2 more months. There was no more issues.
Sometimes it's good to get it out.
Yeah.
Because I think repressing, like, and that was the other question I was going to have to both of you, which is, do you guys, like, if something bugs you about somebody, are you guys the types to be honest and say it? Or do you just kind of avoid the conflict or avoid the potential conflict?
I avoid conflict.
Yeah.
I'd say more often than not, I try to address it, but that's a case-to-case basis.
Well, I guess it depends on the thing. Like, if someone just like annoys me and just isn't my vibe, I'm not going to be like, oh, I hate this person, they suck. I'm just going to avoid them. But if they're like a terrible person, I'll be like, let's not be around this person.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that there's levels, like where the Dan Hendricken thing, like you addressed it, but you did it in the right way. Like you sent him a very nice message. It wasn't like too like.
Yeah, he was kind of sending jabs, and it's like, dude, like that. But that's another thing, like how Durham said he's very forgiving. Like I'm also forgiving. Like if Dan was like, "Yo, you want to get a beer sometime?" I wouldn't drink a craft beer. Actually, I probably even would drink a craft beer with him, even though I despise craft beer, because I'm just a forgiving guy, and I don't really give a shit about anything. That's one thing I realized recently on a Molly trip. That like I have never been wronged, and this is a blessing. Anyone in my life, like, because I'm only 21, it's such a short life that I've lived. Anyone in my life that has ever wronged me,
sorry,
or has done anything bad to me,
that
hurt my ear.
That was a good one.
Dude, you're gonna have to like you're gonna have to edit that, because for the headphone users, they're gonna stop listening.
R.I.P. headphone user.
I walk some listeners.
So. But what I was saying, I was getting real deep there for a second.
Yeah, what
so
were you saying?
But what I was saying was, recently in a Molly trip, I
yes.
realized that in my short life of only 21 years and 6 months or something, that I've never been wronged, really. Like, no one's ever really, like, fucked me over or, like, done anything, like, maliciously evil towards me with, like, an evil vendetta. And anything bad that's happened to me is just a result of, like, unfortunate events that would happen to anybody, and I'm very lucky and privileged in my life.
Have you wronged people?
No, nothing like in an evil way like that. No, I mean definitely I've like fucked, but like never have I been like I want to do this just to hurt someone.
Right.
But like maybe indirectly, that is like a result of a different emotion or feeling. Mm-hmm. But I truly believe that I have never been like, oh, I want to hurt this person just to make myself feel better. And yeah, like
that's a hard. It's hard sometimes. Like I've had some days, and I've talked about.
But that's just what I believe. So yeah, it's definitely up to interpretation.
I've had some days where it's been hard for me not to be malicious because I've been so angry about certain things that I'm like, I could hurt this person. Just
and
to
that's
make me
why you
feel
need
better.
to do Molly, dude.
And then I don't. I never have ended up doing it, but it can be hard sometimes if you're really angry. To like not do that. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always the type of like forgive and forget, but like don't really forget. Just forgive people, but like you remember if they're shitty.
Ooh, what's your astrology sign?
I don't know. Oh wait, Capricorn? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, when's your birthday?
January 15th.
Okay, I think that is
yeah.
Capricorn.
Well, I saw Albert posted that there's a new sign, and I don't know
what.
Yeah, he said something about that. There's like a new thing. Like the scientists found a new. Oh, well, I don't know if scientists found a new like star constellation.
They're just trying to make more money on
the sad girls of the world like me, who will like.
They're like, we're not making
thousands of girls. Like,
we're not selling enough birthstones.
You haven't been a Cancer this whole time. This whole time you've been something else. I don't know.
You have to buy a whole new set of crystals.
So, Mitch, did you say the thing that you like about yourself is that you're forgiving?
Yeah, what do you like?
But that's just something recently that I've developed. Like when I was younger, I held grudges like the fucking. I held them so tight. I would grip onto a grudge and I would hold it and I would pet it. It would be my little pet, and I would rub its hair, I brush its hair. I said, "You are my grudge, and I love you, my little grudge. I love you, little grudge." But then I did Molly, and I was like, "Man, you know what, dude? Like honestly, I would love to like personally apologize to anyone who like." I've ever had an issue with, you know what I mean? But you can't just do that because like that's just the dumbest thing ever. You have to like if you run into them in the appropriate time presents itself. Like if someone's still mad at me about something, I can't just go and expect forgiveness. So like all I can do is just like be positive about it and not let it like affect me.
That's good attitude.
I think if someone's still mad at me about something, they should just get over themselves. Like,
yeah, dude, fuck
I
those.
can't,
you know what?
unless I did something absolutely terrible, just get over yourself. Stop being mad. If you don't like me, just fuck off.
The idea of apologies is like something I'm always thinking about, especially recently, which is like if someone wronged you or like really hurt you, would an apology make you feel better in getting closure of getting over that person, or would it not matter? And I've always been like, I'd like an apology, because the reason I appreciate apologies are it's accountability.
Yeah.
It's being like, I recognize that I did something wrong to hurt you.
Yeah,
And
I guess it depends on how sincere the apology is, who it's coming from. It's all
And the
scenario based,
situation.
yeah.
Or you could just believe
But Mitch,
that
what do
they
you
are accountable.
What do you like about yourself?
Yeah.
What else do I like myself? I like my tattoo collection. I have a few tattoos and I don't regret any of them. I like them all.
But that's not you. That's like that's
yeah, it's me. It's like I picked them out. No one like picked them for me. I mean, some of them were random from a machine, so they were like random in that sense. But I chose to get a random tattoo, and like my tattoos don't necessarily mean anything specific, but I mean, I think it's just a cool curation of art. And
anything. What about your personality?
Oh, my personality? I already started with a personality one.
So forgiving?
Yeah, that's a personality one.
That is a good trait.
That's a freshly 2020 adopted trait of mine that I earned, and
hey, that's like 21. Like what? Like being able to like kind of look into yourself and go, oh, this is like something new that I've realized about myself. That's pretty fucking cool. So good on you.
And I realized it through BetterHelp.com. And if you sign up
Are
now
you
with
on
my, and if you sign up
Oh
now
my
with
God.
my promo code Durham Mitch, you get 20% off for 2020. So just put in Durham Mitch 20 and you'll get 20% off.
And speaking of, you guys heard of MeUndies? Just kidding.
Also,
fuck MeUndies.
Also, the website for this podcast is built by Squarespace.
It actually isn't. It's totally WordPress. Go WordPress. Team WordPress.
I realized like over the last couple of years that GoDaddy is like you build an internet or build a website site. Like all of my youth watching it, I thought it was porn. I thought it was porn.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Like it's called GoDaddy, and they always had these like weird sexual. Like they don't have the ads like that anymore, but their old ads were such like sexual.
Dude, my first semi-chubs were from GoDaddy ads, man. Yeah. I know. I was like, we need to watch Spike TV so I can watch the GoDaddy ads.
Oh, Spike TV, that would never fly today. Spike TV, just like
Deadliest Warrior, Ninja versus Samurai, which was more sick?
Just one of Spike TV's commercials, like right before a show went back on, it would just show a machine gun shooting and then a close-up of a woman's cleavage.
Oh my God.
And then it's like, now back to the man show. Like just
Man.
a terrible, terrible network, and I'm glad it's not around.
Dude, it's so sick. I miss it so much, and that's why.
It's funny.
That's why the world.
Although they had some hilarious Star Wars
there's no
commercials
outlet for all these crazy people.
For some reason, they had Star Wars commercials, and there was one where Darth Vader just used the Force to get a hole in one.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But taking it down from what we like about ourselves, I asked Matt and Albert this too. What's an insecurity you have, or like what's something you don't like about yourself?
Mitch, you want to start this one? I started the last one.
I'm a huge slob. Like my car is fucking disgusting. It's so messy in there.
What car isn't disgusting though? I feel like everyone's car is
Yeah, but like my car is like really bad, and like it's been worse before. Honestly, apparently it's like something that like I'm too depressed to clean it, dude, or something like that. I don't know. But I think what it is, it's like I'm just stoned all the time. And I feel like if I was sober, I'd probably just be like, yeah, I guess I'll fucking clean my car. This is kind of like what normal people do to impress women.
Oh my God.
And honestly, like I don't know how any woman gets in my car and be like, man, this is fucking gross.
Shows how low my bar is, because I would just be like, he has a car.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, a woman's like, oh my gosh, this guy has a car. Like when I'm taking girls on dates, I'm like, so where do you want to bus to, babe?
And that's how rough our fucking economy is, that everyone can't have a fucking affordable vehicle. That's such an issue.
I mean, that's true.
Tesla's for everyone, 2030. Mitch for prime minister.
So would you say you have an issue with motivation?
Oh, totally, dude. I'm so lazy. All I do is fucking eat KD cups because it takes less time to go to the box.
So gross.
I've been eating a lot of Blinkies lately. That's a bacon wrapped Twinkie.
That can't be real. You don't eat that.
He posted a picture in the chat.
Oh, you actually?
I've been eating some Hickey KDs. That's when you put hickory sticks in a craft dinner cup.
You know what the most disgusting thing that you ate was? You and Emma ate it. You guys got a pizza and put fucking Smarties on it.
Yeah, what the fuck is with the Smartie thing?
Smartie
First of all, that's
pizza is
gross.
so good.
And second of all, Smarties are disgusting.
Yeah. Oh!
Like M&Ms are so much better. I can't believe anyone
Durham,
would choose
this is
Smarties.
where I disagree with you.
I
I'm
hate
Team
Smarties.
Smartie.
I do not like
Unless
Smarties.
it's peanut M&Ms, in which
Oh,
case I think peanut M&Ms trumps everything else.
Did you guys ever go to Pizza Delight when you were a kid and they had the kitty pizza with 2 Smarties on it?
And the licorice? And the licorice whiskers?
Yeah. God damn, that thing was so nostalgic. So now when you're fucking super hungry and stoned and you get a fucking medium pizza and you just chuck a fucking Smartie on town, boo!
Don't do that. It's disgusting and probably makes for a bad time in the washroom, I'd assume.
Oh my gosh.
Just cheesy chocolate.
A couple.
Ew.
You only throw a couple. It's kind of like
you salt bay the Smarties.
You salt bay the Smarties on.
Yeah, there's not many. And you would eat the Smarties with the pizza? Like you'd take a bite with both things.
That's not good. Something Buddy the Elf would do. I'm gonna ding myself.
I could see him as an elf.
Dude, I think it's close to the mic or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna put it on Sarah's side. I can't be trusted with it anymore. I'm digging myself
so
now.
many dings. Okay, Durham, what do you not like? What's your...
My biggest insecurity, definitely my weight. I've always been insecure about my weight. But I was like in high school, I was like way fatter than I am now. Like I was a big kid for a bit. So always that, always wear black because it's slimming.
I'm also currently self-conscious about my weight, but also I'm very body positive because like you should be body positive. Everyone should be body positive. But if you want to be healthier, then you should fucking work out and shit, dude.
People should be body positive, but also people should also understand that it's okay to not like your body. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if honest to God, like you don't like it and you want to be better, that's okay.
But you should I think you should be positive about wanting to change it. Like you should.
Yes.
But I mean, I guess everyone's motivation is different. But I feel like if you promote that narrative for the wrong person, it could be detrimental.
You need to be body positive for other people. But in terms of you and yourself, because body image is so complicated. And I realize like it's interesting because like I imagine with guys, way more guys are like insecure about stuff like that than I would even think.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you guys don't talk about, like, I feel like with females, like we get together and we talk about this stuff together all the time. But with men, you guys don't usually talk about like how you feel about your bodies, right?
Yeah, and I had no fat friends in high school either to relate to me.
Oh shit.
No, that's still supposed to be more of a joke. I was fine with it. So it's just a joke that didn't land.
I always take things too seriously sometimes. I go, aww. But
I think everyone should be body positive. Cheers.
But the weight thing is hard. Like that's
one funny thing is I was like, especially like in middle school and stuff, I was like very short and chubby and round. So like until like I was 12 or 13, I exclusively wore elastic waist pants. And then like right when I lost a bunch of weight, I like my thing was I just hated sweatpants. And everyone knew that I just hated sweatpants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started wearing all my Lululemon pants.
I used to wear them all the time. Then I was like, don't have to wear those anymore.
Screw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started wearing so over the quarantine. So I went on stress leave around November from work. And then so I didn't work, and it was also that was in November, so I wasn't skating at all. So I was just sitting at home watching Goodfellas every day, just eating Blinkies, just eating KD cups and shit. And then fast forward to March, I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to go back to work. And then there's a fucking pandemic that breaks out, and I live with my grandmother, so I'm like, dude, I can't fucking work at Costco. That's insane.
Right.
So I was like, I guess I'm chilling at home for another 3 months. So I've just been sitting at home for 6 months, not skating, just writing jokes, trying to do some online podcast appearances to keep sane. And I've just been, just fucking eating food, writing jokes, smoking dope, about an ounce a week. 1 sec. How many weeks has that been? 6 times 4. Dude.
I'd say I probably buy about an ounce a week too.
Yeah, seriously.
Holy shit.
And like that.
No, that's great. That's
it's
a
like,
lot.
I know. I am like on such a schedule with it. So
wake up 8 a.m.
4
joint.
times 6
8:30 bowl.
So it's been 24 weeks times 28 grams equals. So I've smoked 672 grams of marijuana in the last So that's so much money, dude.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I don't. Weed is not part of my everyday life. Although I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I've never been someone who could just smoke every day just for no reason. You know?
Yeah, no, I smoke weed every day.
Like, I do it socially, and I sometimes do it if I want to be productive.
Yeah.
Or if I want to calm down. But if it's outside of those two things, I won't do it.
I honestly don't think I've written a joke not high. Not a joke that works anyway.
Oh, here's a question. Speaking of writing jokes, when do you guys find that you write? Like, are you someone who something will happen and you'll write it right then and there? Or do you actually take dedicated time and sit down to like specifically to write?
I do a mix of both. Like I have like my phone where if like I think of something, I'll just like write down a little thing to help me remember that.
Yeah.
And then like
which is so key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll just like take my book and like look through what I have and see if I can think of anything. A lot of times just like talking, something will come naturally. Especially like now I live with Brandon Michael, another comedian.
Yes, you live with another comic.
And like talking to him all the time, like I think him and I have come up with quite a few bits just like talking to each other. Like each of us have a good a new multiple personality bit that has been doing well. And so just like definitely from talking to people.
You guys both have a vape joke that you got from talking to me, either though neither of you vape.
Well, my vape joke bombed, man.
His vape joke bombed, so he's abandoning it even though it only bombed once.
Yeah,
which I think you should at least let a joke bomb twice. But Brandon also, I'm not gonna do his bit on the podcast, but
his is good.
His is good, and I'm not even upset about it at all because like fucking.
What was his joke?
Like we had a conversation about it.
It's about.
No, you don't even have to edit it out. But I was just gonna say that
See the flower on my shirt now.
Keep going.
That Brandon has his bit is that. But I honestly like. I think I'm half remembering it though, so like I shouldn't even be going on record.
Yeah, you're a little bit drunk.
Every now and then,
yeah, dude, I'm fucking loaded. I'm drinking 3 ice caps this morning. I've been eating peanuts. I've been eating Chips Ahoy's. I've been eating Blinkies. I ate 3 Boston creams. We went to Fortune Donuts before we went to Tim Hortons, and we got donuts there.
And then
what? Fuck you, really?
No.
Okay, well we gotta talk about the
oh my
text
gosh
that happened.
Okay, so Mitch and I were on our way over here, and like Sarah asked us to stop and get donuts. So we're in the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and Mitch is like, "What kind of donut do you want?" We are talking to the drive-thru person. I look over, and Sarah's text just says, "What kinds are there?" We're at fucking Tim Hortons. And then Mitch just looks over and is like, "Yeah, what kinds you got?" And I'm just there like completely embarrassed. And she lists off all the kinds. The second one she says is Boston cream. Mitch, yeah, just let me get a Boston cream. She was pissed. She was like, that was the second one I said, sir. So I don't know. That was just a wild time.
Sarah's taking so long to reply. I sent that.
I didn't take that long.
I just couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe you asked what kinds.
I'm really good with my phone. I pride myself on being pretty prompt. Like I'm a pretty prompt responder.
I was in this group. Let's see the time.
So I said, what kind of donut at 12:19, and then
you gotta double tap the message.
And then 12:21, you said,
what are the options?
3 minutes. Okay, that's. I guess if you're in a drive-through, yeah, that's.
I thought I gave you more time.
And like I couldn't believe he asked. I couldn't believe he asked what the options were.
3 minutes in a drive-through is fucking hours. That's 3 hours.
I couldn't believe you asked what the options were, as if you were gonna write them all out to Sarah and see what she wants. Because you like, there's no way you were gonna do that. Or
the reason I asked for the options was to stall.
Yes.
So Sarah.
I actually see that logic.
Oh, what the 100%? That's the logic. So because I said, what kind of donut? She said, what are the options? I said, Tim's Hurry. Well, so that means you should know the Tim's selection and say something from Tim's.
Which, by the way, I did. I didn't think you were at Tim's.
And then she said Boston Dream, which could be easily confused with the new Dream series of donuts.
That's right, it could be.
Yeah, so I was like, cream ? And she said cream. So that's the end of that story.
That was funny.
We live such an exciting life.
That was really funny. Okay.
That was funny.
Do we have any other insecurities we want to talk about? This is therapy hour. It's a chance to get it out.
I think when I go, like, I feel like it made it more sad when I said I'm insecure about my weight.
That's a legit insecurity.
I used to be a lot more. I'm less now.
Everyone's insecure about their bodies except for bodybuilders and people who fucking hit the gym like crazy.
Well, they can be the ones who are most insecure.
And that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Durham. Good point. And that's why everyone should be body positive.
Yes. But it is okay to improve
yourself Sarah.
If you want to feel better about yourself. I am also very insecure. I'm insecure just about my looks in general.
Yeah.
As you should.
Save it for the roast later.
I'm sorry, Sarah. That's not true. Yeah. Sarah, you're beautiful. And as I was saying 2 seconds ago, everyone should be body positive because everyone's body's beautiful.
That's true. I think I don't always like... I feel like gay men and straight women think I look great, but like straight guys don't. And that's an insecurity I have.
Why?
Because I'm a little more glam. I'm a little more high maintenance. One might say high maintenance. And I think most guys want like a really chill, like just woke up and put on some mascara.
I don't know. I think
every guy likes something different.
Yeah, I think there's mighty
but the
different
straight ones
preferences.
don't want that.
I think there's definitely multiple straight guys who do want that.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But there could also be straight guys that don't care.
Yeah.
And can appreciate both versions.
Or there's straight guys that need like a kick in the butt and need a glamorous woman to make them do more.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. I could be that for somebody.
I used to feel back then, like anytime I was like going on like a few dates with a girl or something, like for that period of time, I am trying to be my best self, not my usual like slob single self. I'm trying to be better. So
you should always try to be better, Durham, for yourself, not other people.
Well, that's what I learned, and now I'm much happier with myself now, Mitch, that I learned to love myself for myself.
Oh, I like that.
Luke, I am your father.
I don't really
Great
get this.
Line.
I don't get this question. So, okay, another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find questions on Reddit, because Reddit, I'm obsessed with Reddit.
I use Reddit a lot.
I'm on there a lot, and I love the Ask Reddit subreddit. This one says, "What's an example of no good deed goes unpunished?" And I don't really understand that question. You guys get that question?
Yeah, it's like it's like the phrase "no good deed goes unpunished." So, what's an example of you doing a good deed and then you got punished for it? It worked out poorly for you. That's a tough thing of an example off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Good deed. Maybe like getting somebody involved in a personal situation that they should not have been involved in.
What's the good deed there?
Telling the truth.
I guess so.
Exposing the truth, which
Expose.
I mean, I have the exposing the truth thing is an interesting conversation too, because it's like the example of like, say you had a girlfriend and you sexted with somebody else. Some people think that's cheating, some people don't.
I think it's very close to being. It's definitely not being faithful.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it becomes, do you tell her? Like some people think telling the truth would be good.
I think you should probably tell her, and I think if you're sexting with another girl in a relationship, unless you have some open relationship thing, that relationship's probably done.
Dude, I think that's the sickest thing ever. As long as there's no actual penetration, it's not even cheating. Dry humping, totally on the table.
Oh my God.
Dry humping is monogamous, okay?
Jeez. Yeah, that is what they say. If you get married and you want your marriage to last, dry hump other people outside the relationship.
In public.
I actually, my grandparents, they were together for years and years, and I asked my grandfather one day, how did you guys stay together so long? And he said, I would just dry hump women.
I'm 80 years old. What? I can't even hear you, Durham. I'm 80 years old.
I actually enjoy the dry humping quite a bit. I think it's good foreplay.
Oh, really? I don't. It's like, especially when you're wearing jeans, it just hurts.
No,
that
Nikki
makes
Glaser.
it way hotter.
So I posted on my Instagram a clip of Nikki Glaser
makes
talking
it way hotter
because
it gets the click going.
On girls, the jean seam starts right by your clit. So it's actually fucking great.
You see, for guys, it's just you have an erection.
That's why Durham's wearing jeans right now, so I can rub his clit.
For guys, you have an erection, it's just getting pushed down by this evil, like, aggressive fabric, and you're just like, this hurts.
For you guys, it would be jeans seem like a nightmare.
No, dude, jeans are awesome.
That's why I only dry hump in sweatpants.
Oh my gosh, my hookup buddy came over yesterday. I finally got laid after.
After
9 months.
Did you even clean these chairs after?
It was in that couch, the kitchen, the sink. We did it in the hallway.
After 9 months. After 9 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And he had like these underwear.
Your
that
celibacy
were, like,
went. Your celibacy went the
I
full
thought you
term.
seemed a little more relaxed.
Wait, what
than
underwear?
usual
What do you
today.
mean? What?
Like it was like, oh fuck, what was the name of the kind? It was a certain kind of underwear that had like a little pouch for the penis.
MeUndies.com.
Yeah, there it is.
Saks? Oh, they're great.
Yeah, he said that he'll never go back.
Oh no, they just hold.
Oh God.
They just
is
that? Oh look, Mitch is.
Are you
holding them
wearing
right now.
Saks?
So describe what's going on right in this area here. There's a little pouch that is holding his testicles in place. You can't. It's gonna be on YouTube. We don't want it taken down. And it just holds them there, keeps it quite comfortable.
Jesus Christ.
I'm quite cheap, so I got the Fruit of Loom.
If you're not getting flagged, you're not having fun.
I'm just kidding. I think I have some Calvin Kleins on today. Oh,
I gotta say though,
I'm not gonna show.
He said something wild, like yesterday, like.
What did he say?
9 months, okay?
Yeah.
So you'd think after 9 months...
Did he call you mommy? Was he like, mommy? That's the creepiest thing ever. It's so crazy how daddy, like some girl calling you daddy, is so sexualized. And that's like not a taboo at all. That's very common.
But mommy, not so
much.
much.
Oh my God, dude. That'd be so gross. And like I would just be watching a porn.
Porn.
Just like a porn. So like I go down to the porn store. I rent this porn, I take it home, and then it's just like even the mention of my mom is just
like
so gross.
What about
dude.
stepmom?
Not even, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
hate
even like
all
it just
that stuff. The
because
titles are so
stepmom
aggressive.
just reminds me of my mom, honestly. Yeah, no.
I feel like everyone's watched one of those at least once, though.
Well, yeah,
you turn the sound off.
video quality.
You turn the sound off.
Like we're all very disgusting people.
I never like watch like the start or the lead up of porn. I just skip to the good.
Do you still watch a lot of porn now that you have a girlfriend?
No, way less.
Way less. But still.
That's fair, though.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like
but
how
way
often?
less.
How many times today?
How many times a day?
Today.
How many times? None today.
I'm gonna ask how many times per week, probably.
Yeah, probably like once a week.
Yeah.
Is that just like when she's not feeling it? You're just like, fuck, I need to.
Well,
we're
not together every day.
You need to milk yourself sometimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I actually have. Have you ever heard of the milking fetish?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used
to. You lay on the table. I have a self milker.
I used to actually have a girlfriend and live with her, and I still jerked off like every day almost.
Well, how old were you? Were you 18?
And she would get mad at me, but honestly, sometimes like, because it's selfish, because it's like I'm just trying to catch that O, but I'm not trying to like include her.
Here's my thing: I would only get mad if like I was over. I say do it fucking all you want. Yeah. But if you live together.
But yeah, that's the thing. She always got mad because her friends were over. And we lived in a studio.
Is that a new bit you're working on?
No, I just thought that was funny to say right there.
Oh my God.
That was just a freestyle. That's funny. Should I write that down?
So,
hey, viewers at home, if you think that's funny, just DM me at Durham Mitch.
No, I think it's funny. I think you got some good stuff. Both of you came back from quarantine with really strong comedy, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
Both of you.
But I came back a little harder.
You're both doing really great. Like
I came back a little harder.
New stuff, which is really good, and like
yeah, it's fun doing new stuff.
But if one person had to come back harder, it was Durham.
I think y'all did great. Like that first Oasis show.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Oh my God,
was so good.
I came on stage and I was like, "Some motherfuckers, my mom's in the audience."
Oh, that was good. Was that your first time your mom seeing you do stand-up?
No, that was the third Oasis show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the third one. My mom is seeing me do stand-up for the first time tonight. Yeah,
that's cool, dude. Fuck yeah.
It'll be very interesting because I'm hosting Hop Yard tonight. So like as a host.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ding it, but not like a fucking maniac.
Listeners listening, you won't be able to go because this is gonna come out the day after Hop Yard.
And it was
sold out anyway.
Yeah. When my friends have sold out shows, it really warms my heart. But it also ices it up a but when he didn't give me a spot.
But But so it'll be her first time seeing me tonight. But where I'm hosting, my set's going to be a bit cleaner than I usually am.
Right.
But so then she's going to see me on Sunday at Shoe Shop, where I'm going to do like a dirty set. So I'm interested to see what her reaction is to the two.
I have a question about this for both of you, because I'm going to be starting stand up soon, and hopefully if it doesn't go terrible, I'll keep up with it, or I'll try to. What is that like? Where, like, let's say, like in my case, so many of my jokes involve like past partners.
Yeah.
I even do have a joke about my parents. Like, I don't fucking want my family seeing or hearing. Is that hard to navigate? Like that, like you know that they want to come out to support you, but you're like, eee.
See, what I do is I do have jokes that are like kind of real of what happened, but I also have jokes with my family that are just ridiculous that didn't happen. So when like I say, like, remember my jokes are heavily over exaggerated. Like, I don't actually mean all these things. I mean, obviously some of them come from like a place of somewhat truth, but like, and I don't know, if you're gonna come see my comedy, you're gonna.
So you're okay with it.
That.
In the end, you're okay with it as long as they know. You just give them the preface of this is exaggerated for comedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Interesting. Because I always wonder what would happen if, like, let's say I just randomly did a show and I see, like, my hookup buddy is there. Yeah. I always wonder what goes through a comic's mind, where it's like, do I just all of a sudden don't do those jokes? Do I take it out and put other ones in? Or, like, do you decide on the spot, or do you just not care? Like, I'm always curious about that.
One time I was at a show, and this girl that I used to
Awooga.
She was in the audience, and I didn't think we were really cool with each other, just because like I broke up with her like when I was drunk late at night, and then I had like another girlfriend right after. It just wasn't a
classy moves.
It wasn't a flattering look.
Is...
Hey, relax, guys. I'm fucking. Anyways, whatever. Fuck off. I don't have to explain myself to you. So she was in the audience, and that totally made me nervous. And I was
did you take bets out because she was there?
There was a couple jokes I didn't tell. Yeah, just because I thought it would be weird. Yeah, and I probably should have, and that was just me in my own head. But I'm just saying that's like when you live in such a small city.
I know
that's bound to happen. But that's just something you have to get over, because we do have the blessing of being in a small city. Me and Durham were talking about this earlier. Like, my friend wanted me to move into his apartment August 1st in Toronto, and the rent's like $570 a month, and I was like, dude, that's cheaper than a place in fucking Halifax, and it's like in a sweet part of Toronto. And he's like,
that's good for Toronto.
And he's a
two-bedroom
or multiple.
It's a three. It'd be two other dudes my age who are like total skater dudes.
Two other dudes, and then they have a closet for Mitch. That's why it's so cheap.
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, that's cheap though for Toronto, man.
That is really cheap for Toronto. Man. That's crazy.
So
that is.
I thought about it, but listen, it just comes down to those COVID cases, and that's why we need to lock these fucking borders down.
Would you eventually go to Toronto, do you think?
Yeah, totally. Just to get out there, give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, fucking try somewhere else, man.
Do you think that's like the next city you'd want to go to do stand-up?
Yeah, totally. Just give it a shot.
What about you, Durham?
But Jim was, but I don't want to out Jim, but Jim was talking to Durham, and he was saying that shows are even harder to get on out there than here.
Because there's more comedians.
And there's more comedians, and apparently there's sometimes like 30 comedians on a show, like doing 3 minutes, and then like a bunch of people are getting up because they're leaving when their friends are done, and it just seems terrible. Like, I couldn't imagine how soul-sucking it'd be to get up at like, I don't know, like 12:30, 1 a.m. and like after waiting for like 4 hours and then just bomb because there's no one there. It would just be a terrible way to spend your night.
But it would build your resilience.
Yeah, but if you're doing that every night and you find it like super tough to get, because like at our level there, I think it'd be tough to get as consistent of an audience that we get here. Because here we get a super consistent, like, you know, like 15 people audience, which is great.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, there's a lot of advantages to the smaller scene. Yeah. A lot of disadvantages, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I would definitely want to just go to Toronto for a bit and check it out. Like, fucking, what, a couple months in there? Check it out.
That'd be cool.
Skate around, fucking sick, dude. Come home.
I mean, if I were to move anywhere,
move back in with my grandmother after I lose all my money.
I really like Montreal. I think I'd want to go to Montreal.
Interesting.
Montreal is like, see, that's the thing. I would love to move to Montreal too, but I've traveled there a few times and like it's sick. But I like Toronto too.
Yeah,
I like them both.
I've been to both. I think I like Montreal more.
But Vancouver is also super sick. Vancouver's really sick too.
I've never been out west.
Vancouver is really fucking sick. Oh, guys, dude, Vancouver's beautiful. So like, yeah, probably Vancouver too, but it's expensive. I don't got money for that.
Yeah, we're all naming like major cities. Like none of us are saying like Kitchener or like.
Well, like never would I do that.
Like.
Well, though, like now,
Kitchener.
A city
I hardly know her.
A city like Ottawa. A city like Ottawa now, like the rent is like the same as Halifax, like 600.
Ottawa's nice too.
Yeah, Ottawa's good, and Ottawa would be good for stand up because like they have a scene, but then also you could probably like go to like Toronto, Montreal, and try things.
That's right. You're like kind of closer.
Where we can go to Moncton and St.
How are we
John.
gonna afford it all? No, this is such a hard industry.
Well, I mean that is.
That's the main thing.
It is tough.
Yeah.
And also the working while pursuing comedy to like pay your bills, like that's also tough too because you have to have the energy to do stand up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And honestly,
that's tricky.
On that note, we just reached an hour, and I think it's time for a roast, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, Mitch! There's no rules on this
roast?
podcast.
I just made
we
that
didn't
rule.
do an unpopular opinion.
Well,
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
we
do
do
that.
need-
We can do that after.
No, I'll forget, Mitch.
Yeah.
I'll forget. We gotta do it
I
now.
think we should do that first.
Does not compute.
Okay, unpopular opinions. Do you guys have any?
Yeah, sure.
They can be silly or serious, or really whatever you want.
I think.
What do you got?
It can even just be like stupid. Like
Let me go through my phone.
I have
Actually, Durham, you go first.
I have an
Let me-
unpopular
Let me
opinion.
write one real quick.
A lot of sports are returning, and they're like doing like bubbles, and I think it's
Wait, what do you mean by that? They're doing
like
bubbles.
like the NBA. They're all like all the NBA players are in this hotel, and they have all these like guidelines they have to follow, and they're calling it like the bubble because they can't like go see other people and stuff.
Okay.
But they're still seeing the workers who see other people, and they're in Florida. So just the idea of these like big sports leagues trying to like keep COVID out of their sports league by having these like bubble cities, I think they're just going to get more and more cases.
Yeah.
So my unpopular opinion is that the sports shouldn't come back until 2021.
My unpopular opinion is that sports should stay away forever.
No. See, I do like sports. There's a lot of sports culture that sucks, but sports themselves.
Sports themselves are good.
Yeah. Actually, I was never allowed to play hockey because my mom just hated the hockey culture that the rink in my town had. Which, like in hindsight, I'm glad I never played hockey there. I think it would have sucked.
What was the hockey culture?
It's just like literally parents would like yell at children who aren't theirs about hockey, and it's like it's just a sport, man.
Calm the fuck down.
I played basketball instead. I was a big bench warmer, but I love basketball. So
Bench warmer.
Oh yeah, I was actually in grade 10. I was the captain of the JV team, but I still only played like 5 minutes. But I was team captain. All that leadership capabilities.
I'd like to learn more about sports, just honestly for dating, because I feel like I need to have some base knowledge to like bond with any man. But that's just me. What about you, Mitch? Unpopular opinion?
Did you find one from your phone? Did you call a friend?
So I had a sad realization right here that I feel like I'm kind of like a simp lord who's just a sheeple who just fucking, because I don't really have a real...
Is this your unpopular opinion that you're a simp?
No, I'm just saying I don't really have a lot of unpopular opinions. I feel like most of my opinions are like popular in their own
what about
circles,
like
you know?
Like it can be something like I don't mind. Okay, here's one that I have. I don't mind meat under cheese on pizza.
Meat under cheese?
I don't know what's the difference, so I'll doing the same thing. You can put
Meat,
you
like
can
the
put your
pepperoni.
pizza anyway. I'll eat it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Some people are literally so avid on pepperoni on top of cheese.
That's just a ridiculous thing to care about. It's just like the pineapple on pizza thing. Like, why do you care so much?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Especially-
pro pineapple
Honestly,
on
I'm
pizza.
kind of... Listen, I agree so much with Durham that I'm even upset that he brought that up and dignified such a stupid thing with a shout out on this podcast.
I'm pro pineapple on pizza, and like I'm pro like if you
Stop
don't like
talking about
it.
We don't
but-
want to give them.
but no,
That's another
but-
thing. People should stop making fun of Trump and stop even talking about Trump, and we should just delete him off all internet and just not give him attention because that's what he really gets.
That's a good.
dick
That's
right
a
off.
good plan.
opinion.
Just
And-
the Trump,
yeah.
just a Trump media blackout.
Yeah, you should talk about who you want to vote for.
Well, sadly, you can't vote for Kanye West anymore.
Because he's not.
Yeah, only he's dropped out of the election 10 days after.
Oh.
10 days after his presidential bid, which
I
I
didn't
think
even
that's
know
a
that.
loss
And
for America.
11 days after his new song dropped.
Is
That's
it
true.
on
His-
it?
yeah.
I'm so fucking out of the loop. Holy shit.
I don't know. His new song wasn't that great.
Mm.
I'm a big Kanye fan, but I wasn't a big fan of that song.
So he has some cool songs, but
what
I don't
other-
really think he would have some cool policies.
what
I don't
other-
think he would have great policies, but
Do you guys know who would play you guys in a movie about you?
Oh, okay. That's so funny that you mentioned that. So I have a joke, and I'm gonna this is cool. So you want to talk about joke writing earlier.
Yes,
So So right now, I had this idea for a joke. So I went to this school. I went to a school with this kid, and he was a super, like, you know, weird, like the classic kid in the movie that, like, would get bullied. You know what I mean? Like, but when I went to high school, I graduated in 2016, which is not that long ago, and I feel like kids nowadays, because I'm still a kid, so I think I have like an ear to the ground. Kids nowadays don't really bully kids in the same way that you would see in like a movie or has been dramatized in movies. Like, nobody would go up to this kid and like push him in the locker and be like, "You're a weirdo nerd butt muncher." You know what I mean?
Does that not happen? Like, I don't know.
Like, he just wouldn't be invited to parties. Like, people just wouldn't invite him to parties.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
you just think bullying's changed?
And like,
for the better?
And like, no, not change for the, but like, I think bullying right nowadays is like more exclusion based.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's more online.
Online exclusion.
Yeah, it's so different.
Shit talking.
Although I remember being bullied on MSN when I was in
Yeah, totally. So you go to like a little
high school.
The beginning.
That was the start of the cyberbullying.
It was brutal.
Okay, but anyways,
worse now.
The reason that I'm even talking about this and related to the joke writing segment is because I went to school with this guy who would be the traditional guy that gets pushed in the locker. Like, he's just a short, nerdy guy. He would like carry around a communist manifesto. Like, what the fuck, dude?
His name was Mitch Touesnard.
So this kid was just like super nerdy, super just weird kid. And I wanted to make a high school quote. I think having a high school quote is cool to make something funny. But in my grade 12 year, I didn't go to school enough to even get one. You have to like have a certain attendance to at my school. You'd have to have a certain attendance to create a high school quote.
Wait, in your yearbook?
Yeah, but usually in a yearbook, the quotes are
lame.
The longest paragraph would be like, "Thank you so much to everyone that I met through high school. May the rest of your journeys be wanderlust, eat, pray, love," or something like that. You know, like that'd be like the longest one, and then the short one would be like, "Man, it always was and it always will be for the boys," or something like that, like a quote, right? So I'm thinking about writing a joke where I read this nerd's high school quote on stage because I think this quote is hilarious.
Okay. What's the quote? Do we know it?
And this isn't the whole joke, but this is like a setup for the joke. So this is the high school quote.
It looks long.
So I'm going to try to do it in his voice too. Oh, God. During my time attending Prince Andrew, I've had the privilege of meeting people who I can call friends. I've had the privilege of excellent teachers. I've had all this because I was born with a silver spoon. I hope that beyond high school, I may see the fruitions of my plans. I hope that I can return the favors that I've gained from the community. I hope to leave a scar on the world.
Ooh, that sounds very school shooter-ish.
You leave a mark on the world, and yours can be erased. But a scar, no matter how hard you scrub over or cover it up, a scar will always be there.
That is some school shooter shit.
I hope to go on to raise a family. Those are what I hope. But I know that in the words of Winston Churchill, history will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. Carpe diem, brackets, seize the day. And that is such a psycho high school quote. Look how long.
That is really long.
No, I'll show his face. His name. You search him up.
Do that.
But anyways, yeah, you can.
Put a sticker over it.
Whatever.
Yeah, put a sticker. Beep that out. We're not here to call people out.
So the joke,
I don't want to get shot.
The joke I'm writing is how I want to reach out to him.
Okay.
And like just check on, see how he's doing. Just see how he's doing.
Because there's something
nobody checked in on the Unabomber. Nobody reached out to the Unabomber.
I actually know the guy, and I heard he was last seen running from the jail with just track pants on. So
local reference.
So they caught him, thankfully.
Who am I kidding? All my listeners are probably local.
But that high school quote's pretty fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
insane.
kind of a red flag.
He also kind of looks like a little bit of a school shooter.
Dude.
But that's why you have to be nice. You gotta be nice to people, even if they're fucking weird. But everyone was
nice to him. He just didn't get invited to like the prom after party.
Well, that can be triggering.
That's what I mean. That's why we should reach out to him.
Well, it was a prom after party, so that means high school was done, so they were in the clear.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Just quick, I looked on my phone, and I think I've made it in the comedy world because I just have this notification on Instagram. Comedy started following you. That's all it says. Comedy has started following me. So
that's hilarious.
I'm a
follow me.
I'm a professional comedian now.
Oh,
Comedy
we're all gonna
follows me.
Hang on, is it literally just... Is the Instagram handle just comedy?
No, I think the Instagram handle is comedy from Toronto.
Let's see. Yeah.
They follow you too?
No, they're not. But like, they just have their name as
I'm just
comedy.
a fan.
They're comedy representing Canada. I'm just a fan.
I'm gonna follow them and see if they follow me back. Hopefully they will. Unlike that guy I went on a date with who didn't follow me back.
You went on a date with a guy and he didn't follow you back?
Yeah, I followed him on Insta and no follow back.
I once
big bad sign.
Oof.
Do you
That
guys,
means he has a girlfriend.
This is my. Is that a bad sign?
Yes.
It is, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is there any chance he didn't see it?
Well, like it depends on the dude. Like if it was me, I would see it because I like check that shit. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. Is he the type to
Did
like
he
never
see
check
that?
that?
He saw it.
Here's the thing. I don't think a lot of guys actually post stories, unlike Mitch. Mitch does the stories, but he does stories.
Oh,
so he saw it.
It's probably a bad sign. But
that
one
makes
time,
me really sad.
well, this story might make you feel better.
That makes you
this
sad?
one time.
I liked him.
This one
I had high
time,
hopes.
I
know what you mean. One time I went on a date with a girl recently.
All right, you go first.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Durham. Did I interrupt you? So yeah, one time I went on a date with a girl recently, and we had a second date. It was really cool. And then like I leaned in to kiss her, and then she's like, "No, I'm not feeling it."
Okay.
And I was like, "Nah, this sucks." And then I got over it pretty quickly.
Yeah, but
Honestly, that night
that
I
is
was like-
worse.
But no, honestly, that night I was like,
than a non-follow
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like,
it.
she's not into me, then whatever.
But
dude.
you're also 21 and a dude, and like, you do well in the date. Like you do well. I don't.
You get the ladies.
I don't do well. Like I don't do well
I don't
with
go
dating.
on that many dates, honestly. I feel like there's like a few girls that are into me for sure, but I'm not into them necessarily.
Like this date was like. It
But
was
that
the
doesn't
first
mean I won't
time
fuck
that
them.
What'd you guys do?
We just went for drinks, but like it was the first time that I like had a date where I was like I'm physically attracted and I'm emotionally attracted. Like it was the first time that I felt.
Where'd you guys go to drinks?
Everything lined up, kind of really really nice. Lion's Head.
Did he pay? Lion's Head.
He did.
What, dude? Lion's Head, bro.
Well, I mean,
I like it. I like when guys
it's like
suggest.
a nice casual place.
I like
bar?
Lion's Head. I enjoy quite a bit.
I don't know. I guess give it a minute. Maybe he just
I've
doesn't
never
like
been
to
to Lion's
follow
Head
so
before.
quick. Maybe because like I could also see a guy being like, all right, I just had one date with this girl. I don't want to like follow her right away because like
And
that'd be
you're right.
weird.
You know, it was only on Sunday, so
Yeah.
you know there might be. And we did text. We texted.
Oh,
that
did you text
night.
after?
He texted me right after the date.
Okay.
Which is what gave me kind of hope.
Okay, that's a good sign. Has he texted you like since you followed him on Instagram?
So, I don't know. Actually, that's a good question because we texted the night of the date, which was Sunday.
Yeah.
Or Saturday? Yeah, it was it was actually Saturday. Because on the memorial was Sunday. I texted him the next day, just being like, "I survived the memorial," and we had a little chat.
Okay.
And then we haven't talked since then. So we haven't talked since Monday.
I think like
I don't think he's in you. Sorry.
No, I can definitely see a guy thinking like after one date, I don't want to follow her on Instagram because like what if the second date doesn't go well?
No,
you don't want to
dude.
have to follow
fair.
this girl.
It's fair.
I can see that, so I wouldn't lose total hope, but I wouldn't say
If he's
I
not
wouldn't say it's
following
a
you,
good sign.
if he's not a follower on day one, listen. If he's not a follower,
I like the honesty. I want the honesty.
if he's not a follower
I want the honesty.
on day one, fuck him, dude. And
Well,
listen,
we'll see. We'll
maybe-
see what happens.
no, Sarah, set your goals higher. Because honestly, you know what's really funny? Most of those like old adages and cliches, they're like something to make fun of, but they're often true. And
Yeah.
I think you're just looking too hard right now.
Yeah, I say just wait it out.
But you can't not do anything at this age because they're not just going to come to me. I'm not at an age where I'm going to just be able to meet. Like, in order for me to actually put myself in a situation where someone just comes into my life, I have to try.
It's easy for me to
You
say because I'm 12 years younger than you, but
Holy shit.
I thought you were gonna say you're 12 years old.
But I wouldn't worry about your age so much because unless you're like in your late 40s and you still haven't had kids yet, then it's like a tough
what
time.
did I do?
Oh
What
my
just
god, look what you
happened?
did.
Are we blacked out?
Did I? Oh, I just switched screens. We're good.
Okay, guys, we're good.
That was terrifying.
I was scared. I was definitely scared.
We were gonna have
There
to
was
start.
one time I was
we were gonna have to
recording,
start all over. I was
and
gonna have to go get another joint, roll.
My
it.
computer just crashed.
Smoke it.
It just turned off in the middle. But Audacity, when you record in Audacity, it saves backups.
Oh, okay, that's good.
The audacity.
I was about to say the same.
We're gonna get into the roast segment of this episode.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go live with this one? Do you want me to randomly go live on Facebook and have people watch? Come on, Facebook.
Will this be the first time that like a random Intoxicated podcast randomly goes live?
I've done it a couple times.
Okay.
Now, other times it has been later at night.
Okay.
Because what I used to do was I would go live like nearing the end of an episode.
Okay.
Like once I've gotten like a good chunk of the episode, and then like I was just like,
whatever, we'll go live.
Especially with this, I think.
So now that we're live, you can't edit this out, dude. Who's that guy with the long hair, like the black long hair, dude? The old dude that was at the Oasis last Tuesday.
Guy Earl.
Was that his name? Yeah, Guy Earl.
Guy Earl,
dude, fuck Guy Earl, man. He was like talking shit about people bringing notes up on stage with them, and it's like, dude, you're at a fucking open mic. Like, that's the dumbest.
Well, he talks shit about people bringing notebooks up on stage with them, then proceeded to say fuck every second word. So,
damn it, I have my titles as 15-hour live stream marathon.
That's what we're doing, guys. Surprise, 15 hours.
We'll call it live recording with Durham and Mitch.
Got a Hopyard just emailed me.
You do Mitch and Durham instead.
Well, no.
No, because Durham, I actually initially asked Durham.
I'm the initial guest.
Okay, so Durham, since you're a guest on me.
There was a great quote that I saw that was like, dating in your 20s is I don't want to get murdered. Dating in your 30s is I secretly hope I get murdered.
Okay, that's so funny that you say that. So like one time I was on a date with a girl and she's like, I hope you're not a murderer. And I was like, now that you say that, I'm going to kill you.
That's a good one. Did you kill her?
Yeah, she's fucking dead, dude.
Nice.
No, that's so
she's
terrible.
Fucking dead, dude.
But you know what's funny though? Girls say that a lot. They're like worried about getting murdered and shit. And I think that's horrible. But also, I think it's horrible that they're just posting the routes that they jog on daily. Like you're just asking to get kidnapped.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm joking. That was a joke.
On the second day with my girlfriend, I didn't even like. In hindsight, it was totally see why she was scared, but like on the second date we were like walking around and I was like, oh, this is a place like me and my friends like used to smoke like down these stairs and like on this dock. And she was like, oh, okay. And like we went down there for a second, like we weren't down there long, and she was like, I think we should go. And I was just like, okay, sure. And like now that we've been dating longer, she's like, yeah, I thought that was really weird that you took me there on our second date. Like that's what murderers do. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry about that.
I think a hike or a walk is like a fifth date thing.
Yeah, well, my bad.
That's okay though. I honestly,
it worked out.
I'll be honest. At this point, if someone was like, "Do you want to go on a hike?" I'll just say yes.
Yeah, just say yes. Do you,
yeah.
and you
I'm gonna be a yes person.
You see them holding an axe, you're like, well, I'll just ignore that. Whatever.
Durham's not a murderer.
Okay, we're into the roast segment of the show. So, let's start by talking about roast real quick before we actually get into the roast. What do you guys think makes a good? What are the elements of a good roast joke?
A good
Can you
roast
type
joke?
that in so she knows?
I'd say a good roast joke. You gotta
hurt their feelings. You gotta pick out their insecurities. You gotta really end the friendship at the end of the joke.
I think like those can be good if you're like really good friends with the person. They're like fine with you going that hard. But I think like just a really good roast joke is just that. It's just like a good joke. Like it doesn't have to make perfect sense with the person. It just needs to make people laugh and like them kind of get it.
Right, because the thing is, it's different if you're doing a show for your friends, who know the person well. But I feel like there is an art to it if it's a general audience that doesn't like someone who doesn't necessarily know you guys that well.
Yeah, like
to see you guys roasting, you would have to write things that are obvious, like, and unfortunately, that's usually about looks.
Yeah,
right?
So like for a Mitch joke, I would say
it doesn't always have to be. Durham was interrupting
or energy. Or
Durham
vibe.
was interrupting me earlier, and now I'm interrupting him a bunch. Isn't that so beautiful how life works?
That's how a good podcast works, really. If the two guests just interrupt each other as much as possible. But anyway, I was about to say.
So I was about to say though.
I was about to say a roast joke as an example. So like
the whole point of roasting is you got to get under the other person's skin.
No. But no, I don't think so. I think you just have to be the funniest, because I've seen roasters
but if you
who like
trigger someone on stage, the audience is going to see that and they're going to be like, yes, blood, I want more.
Except, well, it has to be, if you're saying something super dark about someone, it has to be funnier than it is like dark and mean.
Totally.
You always have to be funnier than you are mean.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Because the meaning, like, because if you go really mean but it's a shit joke, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
But if you're like, that was a good joke, they'll see that.
Yeah.
Because I've seen roasters.
But if you trigger someone on stage, the audience is.
No.
I was just.
Whoa.
No. Facebook. Do you know if there's a way to pop out the Facebook chat? There's got to be a way.
I don't know. Kirsten Finch joined.
It's so frustrating because I want to.
Did you just say frustrating? He said I mean, you said frustrating. You said frustrating. You said frustrating. He said specifically These people don't even know how to speak.
Did I say Pacifically?
You said Pacifically, and she said frustrated.
Yeah, I was talking about the ocean.
Specifically and
Pacifically the Pacific.
I know. That frustrated is something I say so much.
Don't say that. That frustrates me.
I would agree. Like, I feel like the ones that cut deep are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's making them
what?
funny.
You know what I think cuts deep? It's the first one that cuts.
The first joke?
No, the first one that. The first one is the deep.
Okay, see, if you don't have anything to say, don't interrupt me. So, like, with when we did the roast battle last time with Albert, like a joke, like when I said, Albert, you look like Robin Williams if he had a mustache when he hung himself. Like, no one needs to know anything prior to that. That's just a funny image to put in their head.
It is.
Yeah.
And it ties in because they see him and they think of that image.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
So that's what makes a good roast joke, I think, especially to an audience that doesn't specifically know everyone.
Scott McLean's here. Me and Durham were talking about it earlier, how much you suck.
Scott! Hey, Scott! How you doing, buddy? We're talking about roasts, and we're about to have a little mini roast battle here between Durham and Mitch. And then
Need
we're
more
gonna,
comedians. Send to the other comedians. We're making enemies
name
today.
down on this.
Is he not in here?
Scott is not in there.
I just roasted him, so we could give him.
I've only met him
We're
twice, but I don't know if I could.
We're gonna
I
draw
could do a
names
roast.
and roast comedians in the scene. Scott, would you like to be roasted? I guess asking is.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna get. Oh, good. I got Mitch Touesnard.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
Who put my name in the bucket? What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Let's
did
go.
it, man.
What the fuck?
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
Gotcha. Mitch, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you kind of look like a modern day Kramer. Like you got the same kind of shaped face, and you have like the weirdness of a modern day Kramer. The only thing
That's
is
such a compliment.
I know it is a compliment. The only thing is you can't ever quite top his set at the Laugh Factory.
Oh shit!
What'd you do?
The video stopped recording for some reason. That's weird.
You just chop it together. That's no biggie.
It'd have just been from the. I still have this, so that's good. I have the stream.
Oh, so people saw my.
So I have a
shitty
backup.
joke.
And that's the thing about technology here at Psycho Studios. We don't fuck anything up. We never fuck anything up.
This is exactly why I need a goddamn intern. Somebody who can come over
No,
and
I think,
just do
no,
this.
I think you handled it properly. I think you can do it.
What you should do, you could like, too bad school's aren't a session, find like a tech kid doing like a co-op.
Yeah.
Do a little co-op of doing podcast
Come do your
producing.
co-op in a shitty one-bedroom apartment.
It'd be a tough pitch
watch
to the
some-
school. Like,
watch
yes,
some guys
I want a high school student to
Hey, we gotta
come
focus on
as
the
I
roasts.
drink and smoke weed with comedians.
Still live. Oh no, Scott, I meant like the video wasn't recording on my computer for some reason.
So I got Brandon Michael.
I really hope that I got most of the podcast on video.
All right. Mitch has to roast Brandon Michael.
I'm gonna roast Brandon.
Oh
Michael
wait,
right now.
oh wait. Okay, but I have to figure out how to roast Mitch though.
Oh, okay, yeah, you
So
roast
Oh,
Mitch.
you're roasting too.
Well,
Yeah.
and you're gonna help me write some
Oh,
sort
yeah,
of joke
yeah, we're gonna
about
write
Mitch.
a roast joke for Mitch. Where's some paper?
Okay, so I'm like kind of chubby right now, but I'm not like so chubby that like I'm really insecure about it. So I
You're
think
doing
you
a
can
Brandon Michael roast
you can
joke?
make fun of how chubby I am.
Oh, no, we're just we're
no,
figuring out.
I
oh.
love, you know what I want to incorporate somehow? I want to bite some style off of a joke that Nikki Glaser had about somebody, which was like, you looked like a 12-year-old who found $1 million. Something along those lines
That's
with
good.
him.
That's good for Mitch.
Like the toddler energy.
Yeah.
Something about like how... I don't see. I'm so
like,
bad
like
at this.
Mitch, every time I see you drive, I want to call the police on a child driving or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's shitty. It's tough to think of them like, because I always thought of them and then like, all right, how do I word it better? So it's tough to actually do it on the spot like that.
I know. Yeah, I'm shitty at
I'm definitely not on the spot comedian. I'm no Albert Coombs.
No Albert Coombs. All right. Brandon's next?
Yeah. If we can, do you have one for Brandon, Mitch? Is Brandon Michael alive? No, he's not here. That's
Brandon Michael, you have over 20 pairs of sneakers. Is that why you always smell like feet?
Oh, good one. Got him.
Jeez.
See,
that's funny because like, you know, smelling bad is bad, but he doesn't really smell bad. But like,
but
he
the
has a lot of
audience
shoes.
doesn't know that. And he does have a lot of shoes.
yeah.
But I let the audience know that. See, like, I feel like you could make roasts not about their appearance if you give backstory in your setup, like foreshadowing almost.
Yeah.
You got a backstory.
Like Mitch likes to compare himself to Justin Timberlake, which is crazy because women cry for him and don't even come for you.
I love that one. That's a good one.
So that wasn't on the spot.
Scott,
though.
feel free to add to these roasts if you think of anything.
No, Scott, don't. Scott, stop watching.
Scott, I'm trying to think of a roast joke for Scott since he's live.
Scott McLean is something would be in the live comments. He's the audio equivalent of the live comments section on your Facebook site.
Scott McLean is in his second trimester of
what?
pregnancy.
Oh, I said of what? what trimester?
Dude, I think everyone can make fat jokes to each other because everyone gained weight.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
No, not everyone gained weight. I definitely gained weight, but
dude,
You know
name
what?
one person who lost weight over the quarantine.
I did.
You lost weight?
Yeah, actually I don't know. I think I maintained my weight.
that's
I didn't
chill.
gain.
Straight
Most
up,
people gained weight.
straight up, like before quarantine, I was like 3 loops into my belt, and I'm back to 1 loop in. And like, if I get any bigger, I need a new belt, and going to buy a new belt would be very embarrassing.
Dude,
So-
I already had to order new pants and buy new pants. I'm 5'10", and my waist size is 38.
You're 38 waist. That's
Yeah.
not true.
Dude, why would I lie about that?
That's just wild to me. I'm a 34 waist.
Dude, I just am like a fucking thick motherfucker, dude. Like
I guess so.
dude, my ass is insane.
I don't have an ass at all. It goes like back to legs. It's just boom.
I don't either. Although someone in Instagram DMs said that my ass looks like Jello, and I was like, well, that's better than having a flat ass, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I
I think
don't
that's
think
a
that was a
compliment.
compliment, though.
I think that was a compliment. We
You
have very
think?
different
I don't think it
opinions.
was intended to be.
I don't think I'd say
Because
that
it's just like
as
an
insult.
anonymous account, right?
Yeah, throwaway account. But he also called me a slut before that.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think it was a compliment.
Okay, I don't think it was a compliment. That's an aggressive person. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. What are you doing?
Brandon Michael.
Oh, Brandon Michael.
Oh, you live with Brandon.
I
you,
do.
You could really.
I do live with Brandon Michael. You know, if you ever seen Brandon Michael,
Could Taco Bell be sick after this or what?
if
What?
you've ever,
Could
I
Taco
have my
Bell be
roast
sick
joke.
after?
If you've ever seen Brandon Michael, you'd know that he really identifies well with the kids from Columbine. He looks just like them.
Oh my god.
What's Columbine?
Like those kids. Have you ever seen the movie Bowling for Columbine?
No.
It's where these 2 guys go bowling then shoot up a school.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know about the Columbine shooting?
No.
Holy
I
shit.
think you're bullshitting.
I don't.
No, that. Well, he is pretty young, though. But
I
you're
guess so.
young too. How
I'm
old
24.
Okay, you're 3 years older than him.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You
Yeah,
know,
no.
I
always
remember.
thought-
I remember the end of the '90s. 99, crazy year.
99 red balloons.
I never got
go.
that. Like, there was all these like '90s kids memes, and they'd have like '90s things. I'm like, if you were born in the '90s, you don't remember any of this shit.
That's right. I'm gonna message the group chat.
Yo,
Tell
Sarah,
them
you
that
have
we're
17 legs on Hinge? That's sick.
Do you actually?
I feel like that's not a lot for
Do you
a
actually?
girl.
You want to see how many I have?
I think that's also messages too.
Look, I have 3.
Oh, really?
And they're all messages. Actually, 1 message.
What,
Actually,
what-
2 messages and 1 like.
Okay, let's keep.
Dude, you want to rate my Hinge profile right now, Sarah?
Well, we'll do that. Let's do that after roast. We'll do that after roast.
No, it'll be quick.
It'll be quick. All right.
I'm supposed to.
Can we
fuck.
roast? I wish we could
I wish.
screen share it.
Yeah,
to
I used
there.
to have a program that
You
I
can just
could,
hold it up. It's a good camera. You can hold it up.
I've never even seen that picture of you before.
That's just me.
Mitch trying to look smart.
Hang on, this is the key. I'm looking for my AirPods. I keep losing them.
Dude, I lost my fucking AirPods,
Oh, what
man.
a great one.
We
Is
have
that how they know you're
use
funny?
The fucking cord like some fucking poor person.
What every single comic in Halifax uses in their dating profiles, a yuck yucks picture.
Photo and
Oh,
yuck yucks.
Let them know you're a performer.
If you don't have a
I'm in
picture
front-
of you on yuck yucks on your dating profile, then you are a
Oh my god.
losing opportunity.
Here we go. Funny how Mitch doesn't know about Columbine, even though everybody wishes he was there.
Oh, Scott, that's good. Yeah, Mitch, we wish you got shot.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. Nobody wishes I was dead. That's so untrue, Scott. Nobody.
You're agnostic?
No, not dead.
Oh, okay, actually, yeah, that makes
Not
sense.
dead, just shot. I just want you to get hurt a little.
The hallmark of a good relationship is when you write Hallmark greeting cards together.
You don't think that's funny? You don't think that's funny?
That's pretty cute.
You don't think that's funny?
I think it's funny.
No, say it again so the
The
audience.
hallmark of a good relationship is when you write Hallmark greeting cards together.
Yeah, that's a Hinge prompt. The Hinge prompt is the hallmark of a good relationship. And I said, if you can write Hallmark greeting card, right?
I wish
I
I
like
still
it.
had my old Hinge downloaded. I
Oh my
forget
God.
what I had, but I had some funny things.
Listen to this, though. An overshare is...
Oh, yeah.
One
That's
time
one of the
you-
other prompts. The other prompt is an overshare. So that's the prompt I chose.
One time, me and my buddy were drinking rosé at the beach, and we split a bottle. But I was driving, so we had way more rosé. He had way more rosé than me. I overshare snacks 2, the number 2.
That's funny.
Yeah, because there was like a.
Oh, that's from my live show.
Yeah, show the.
It's a good picture. You have a decent profile.
Durham, you're in my profile.
I am. I'm not.
And then look at the last.
Oh
the
yeah,
last
I'm
picture.
kissing.
The last picture is me on an ice couch.
Oh, that's kind of neat. That's not a bad profile. Not a bad profile.
I am agnostic. I don't know if I believe in God. You think I should lie about my height? I'm 5'10", but I think I can get away with 5'11".
No, I'm 5'11".
I think if it's
I don't think you're even
5'10". Durham, you're 6 foot. You don't think I'm even 5'10"? Oh my.
Hey, Matt Baker!
If I'm 5'11", there's no way that you're 5.
It's the Dart Mitch show.
You're 5'10".
It's the Dartmouth show. Adrian Gabriel. We got Adrian Gabriel. We got Kirsten. We got Scott. Okay, where were we at with the roasts?
We had Brandon Michael. We had the Columbine jokes. Scott had that great Columbine joke on Mitch. We do wish you were there.
Chris
and then I pulled out Chris Halef.
Ooh, Chris Halef is the next subject of our roast.
Let's think. I think we can think of a good one for Chris Halef. Chris Halef.
Mitch should lie about his personality. Zing.
Chris Halef, a local reporter and journalist, always chasing the stories, but and is truly a great writer, but can't seem to write a punchline. See, they're rough off the top of my head, you know.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. What about? Oh, hey, Andrew Evans.
Who's Andrew Evans? I don't know you, dude.
Andrew Evans.
Who are you?
A good friend of the late Andrew Vaughn and a trivia host around the city.
Oh, nice.
And also a comedian.
Nice to meet you, dude.
He also thinks you stole Peter Anthony's
something
bit.
about how Chris looks like a bouncer at Pacifico.
That's a good
Chris
one.
does look like a bouncer at
Pacifico. But there has to be something added to that.
Peggy Martell joined.
That's
Is that your
more
mom?
pathetic.
Is Peggy your mom?
No. I had to think about that.
What's my mom's name again? A roast joke for Chris Halef.
What can we add to the bouncer Pacifico?
Chris Halef, it's very clear you have a denim fetish, but when are you going to go public about it?
Oh, there we go. For the, I don't know. You can make him. I don't think
Adrian
the Pacifico
Gabriel. Who's
bouncer.
Adrian Gabriel?
I think.
For those
I think like something like Chris, you're supposed to look professional. You're a professional journalist in this city, but every time I see you, it looks like you should be manning the door at
Pacifica.
No, at like a strip club. What was the strip club called? At Ralph's. At Ralph's.
At Ralph's.
At Ralph's.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. Sarah McClellan, for those not watching, Mitch is thinking he should lie about his height. I think if it's an inch, I
do not think you should lie about your height.
I don't care about height though. Like, I'm an anomaly amongst women. I truly don't care as long as you're not shorter than me.
Yeah.
And I also just don't know. I have no concept of height. So when people say a height, I can't even picture that. I don't even know how tall I am. I don't even know. I should
well, if Mitch is 5'10", I don't know. You might be 6'2".
Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby?
I think I'm like.
Can we? Did I roast Chris
in the
Left
low
already?
5 foot? Do you have a roast for Chris?
Yeah, I said it's very clear you have a denim fetish, but when you come public about your Air Jordan fetish.
Right. Okay. Good.
Oh wait, no,
that's not what you said.
But I think the funnier, whatever.
I don't.
Oh, Albert Coombs. Albert Coombs.
Wait, we missed a roast from Scott McLean.
Christoph is a journalist. I got a story for you. Fuck off.
Classic.
Dude, that sucked, bro. Okay, Albert Coombs.
The most original joke writer, Mitch Touesnard.
Oh, I actually do have something for Albert. Okay, you go first.
Albert Coombs, you look like a hockey player from the 90s, but you're a complete bender.
Albert Coombs is always looking up during his sets, usually praying to God that he doesn't bomb.
I got a very simple one.
God doesn't answer his prayers.
Durham, you and Albert don't do crowd work. What's up with that?
I have a
script. I stick to it.
I have a simple roast of Albert. Oh. Albert Coombs looks like his favorite snack is Fig Newtons.
my friend, my friend is watching, and she said, she is hilarious. I don't care about height. As long as they're not shorter than me. Yeah, Sarah, I think that means you care about height.
Yeah, but that's like a different thing, you know? Like,
I understand a woman's desire to like want
No, but
someone who's
she was
bigger
just
than
laughing.
her.
You just were laughing because you contradicted yourself.
No woman. Yeah, no, I know, I did.
Because what if he's shorter
But
than
I
you?
wouldn't. Like Nikki Glaser has the joke where it's like you can get a hot guy on discount if they're short.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if he's hot and shorter than me, that you just gotta be hotter.
Yeah. I think that's where that little man syndrome comes from. That's why you see all these like little muscly dudes in the gym just going as hard as they can. They're like,
Durham,
I'm short, so I have to be strong.
Durham, you see them often when you go to the gym?
Oh, when I used to go to the gym.
Chris Halef, you missed our roasts about you.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just roasted you.
Chris Halef is here. You clearly have a denim fetish, but when are you going to come public about it?
What?
And also, dude, I think I told it the third time.
Yeah, no, you didn't say the right part yet.
Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby?
We also said that you look like you run the door at Ralph's.
All right. Dude,
Who is
actually,
that?
did you ever go to Ralph's place?
Oh, when I
Chris,
used to
you
go.
know.
I've never been to a strip club actually.
I've been to three strip clubs, 2 in Montreal and Ralph's place before they closed.
I've never been to Ralph's. I would have loved to have gone.
I turned 19 like weeks before they closed.
I enjoy strip clubs a lot.
Really?
I love it. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's cool.
like what do you do there? Because like
You you get boners.
Yeah, I guess you look and get
You just-
bonus, but like, was the lap dance that fun? I would just
Yeah,
sit there like,
yeah.
hey,
No, but
this is cool.
I like watching the routines,
They're
the dance routines.
Durham, they're
Okay.
professionals. They're professionals. You don't think they'd be good at it?
Well, I assume they'd be good at it, but it'd just be like, cool, I'm just sitting here with my boys and a boner. Like, it just seems weird.
All right, you pulled another name out of the bucket. What is it?
It is
Another
Robbie
name.
Vino.
We got Robbie Vino.
Is Robbie Ravino watching? I want to
He's
roast him
not.
to his fucking
He's not.
face.
He's not, but let's roast Robbie.
All right, Robbie Vino.
Well, he might be watching on YouTube. I don't know.
I saw.
You have a couple dogs. That's pretty sick. But sometimes you're not my dog because you make my feelings hurt.
Oh, that's sad and not funny.
But that's
what makes a good roast joke.
what makes a
Sad
good
and not
roast joke.
funny.
Sad and not
Just
funny.
go for that. Yeah, actually do that for all jokes. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
Andrew
Sad
Evans
and
said
not
he was a
funny.
DJ at Ralph's for
Durham,
years.
that's my set.
Did
That's
you
your
get
set right now? I
Okay,
bet.
one sec. Andrew Evans said he was a DJ at Ralph's for years. Now I have a question for
Were
you, Andrew.
you really, Andrew Evans?
Now I have a question for you, Andrew Evans. Did you get an employee discount? And if so, how much? And if so, how often did you use it? And if not, did you still just pay full price for lap dances? And also, do you remember a girl that worked there with a bunch of tattoos, like covered in tattoos? Because one time I went there, there was a girl with a bunch of tattoos, and like she was covered in tattoos. And my friend paid for a lap dance for me. I paid for it. And and when I was in the back there, she was like making fun of my friend that I like didn't really like at the time, and he looked really young. And she's like, "Is that guy you're with like 12 years old?" And I was like, whoa, that's so funny that you made fun of the guy that I'm not really like super tight with right now. So it's like funny that you made fun of him. And I was like, man, they just know what to say. And Durham, what you're underestimating is it's more of an experience thing. It's more than just a lap dance. Because if you got a lap dance like on a couch or a futon or something and just in a normal setting, you think that's weird, but it's all about the setting. You kind of like dress up for it too. So it's like, it's fun,
I would
man.
hope
It's
so.
sick.
Okay, well-
And
I would
also,
freaking hope so. That you dress up.
yeah, you put on a button-up shirt.
We're gonna go back to the jeans issue here, where the boner up against the jeans, it hurts. I think strip club, it's got to be
You guys-
sweatpants mandatory at strip clubs.
But if you're wearing like a nice pair of what do men call it? Slacks.
Good pair of slacks.
I don't know any guy who's like, hey, check out these new slacks.
Check out these new slacks.
No, they're like,
can
hey,
go-
I got pants.
Oh, look!
Pants are pants.
I worked there from 1999 to 2001. We won't know the same girls.
Yeah, you don't know that for sure, buddy. You don't know that for sure.
I picked up Robbie Vino, so let's do a roast joke about him.
Yeah, Robbie Vino, you're tall as hell. Is that why
Do you know?
you hit your head all the time and have brain damage?
Good one.
Oh God.
Robbie Vino, you remind me of every bully in every 80s movie. Oh shit, every high school bully in every 80s movie.
What?
Robbie Vino, you remind me of every bully that I went to high school with, and it's very triggering. And don't twist my nipples, because that happened.
Did you twist your nipples?
Yeah, once when I was at his house, he was twisting my nipples. He was telling me that I had to pay for the Pizza Hut order. He was rolling joints. He was making me tether my phone to the TV, but he wasn't even watching the videos I was putting on.
And if anyone has similar experience, we encourage them to come forward.
That's not funny, Jerry.
I do want to go back to a roast that Scott did of Chris. Oh fuck.
Of Chris Halef.
What did he?
Oh, I did see that one. It's Chris looks like he changed everything except his eyebrows.
Yeah, Chris Halef looks like evolution
Oh.
changed everything except his eyebrows. And then Andrew Evans also said, and then Scott also said, turns out he worked there when Mitch's mom did.
Did your mom work there?
Scott McLean has a joke about sucking dick for $1 million. Scott, you suck dick all the time, dude.
Another great roast joke, Mitch.
Do you have one for Robbie?
I have the... Okay. Robbie talks a lot about dog shit on stage, which makes sense because that's what he takes up there.
Oh, I do like that one. That one can get a thing.
Although I thought, saying these mean things, we should say nice things about people afterwards too.
You just remember that.
I just remember that now that we should be saying nice things.
No,
after we roast
dude,
people.
fucking yeah.
Could you also
Scott,
say
you're
he
so
eats
funny,
shit?
man. You're a good dad.
Yeah,
You're a
either
good
would
dad.
work.
You're a good father, Scott.
Chris
And your
is-
girlfriend's hot. Your girlfriend's hot as fuck, dude.
Such a 21-year-old thing to say, or
And,
not even like a 19-year-old thing to say.
Yeah, but don't you think
Hey, bro.
Scott would take that as a compliment?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, Scott would be like, hell yeah, thanks, brother.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I know my audience, man.
Man.
My mom did work at Ralph's, and just sucks dick for free on this live stream.
Are we doing like everyone? We only have 3 left.
All right, let's try for 3, and then let's do a little battle between you guys.
A nice thing about Albert Coombs is I was mentioning that earlier. I think he's funnier than me.
I got Durham LaPorte, so this is a good. I got to roast.
Oh,
myself.
here, let me roast
Oh,
you.
you gotta roast yourself.
Yeah.
That can
It's
sometimes
tough.
be.
It's tough. I can't roast myself.
I can
being
roast
the best young
myself.
comedian in Halifax.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I didn't roast myself earlier, so was
You
Yeah.
haven't told your. I think that's you and me in there now.
That was the first name.
Oh shit! You didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my name is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Hey Mitch, why don't you change your fucking last name already? Because no one can spell it.
I just guessed.
I just roasted myself. I'm so sick of roasting, man. Jeff Ross, I don't care what happened. I don't care about if you're trying to get canceled. Get me on the roast battle.
Yeah, look, Jeff Ross, we don't know what happened with that 15-year-old, but please like our roast
Oh
jokes.
no! Is there
please.
stuff? Is there stuff about him too?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Can male comedians fucking stop it?
Dude, if I'm ever famous, I
Stop
promise.
it!
If I ever become famous, I promise to be celibate. And I know what you're thinking. That's a lot to trade for fame and comedy. But I love comedy so much that I would go celibate like a fucking Catholic priest. And not even... Actually, no, that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Mitch.
The way the Catholic priests are supposed to be, like, no sex at all. You know what I mean? Or like a monk. Yeah, okay, fuck the Catholic Church. Monk. Yeah, monk's better.
You want to go without sex?
To be a famous comedian?
Mitch,
Yeah.
I think it would just be easier to have
can
sex
still
with
jerk
girls
off.
who are obviously
Yeah.
your age.
Yeah.
What if you can't jerk off?
Dude, monks wank it. Monks.
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 Monks wank
Monks,
it.
monks wank it all the
Most
time.
monks.
Most monks. Monks.
Monks.
No, I'm
Do you
joking.
think monks wank it?
No, they don't.
Silently.
Maybe.
That's why they wear
Oh,
those, like,
Scott, that's mean. Scott, that's not nice at all.
Scott.
That's funny.
Scott, go fuck yourself.
I like that joke, Scott. I don't think I'm going to say it, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, no, I'll say it. So Scott just put, a nice thing about Albert Coombs is that he'll probably only last as long as Andrew Vaughn.
I want Albert to last forever.
Oh, I'm sure he will. It's just a fun roast joke.
Okay, where were we?
All right,
we
let's
were
pull
at
out
we were
another
at
name.
Durham. Did
Yeah.
you roast yourself?
I
already
roast. Well,
roasted him.
I didn't really roast myself. I just called myself the best young comedian in Halifax. So I just said some truth.
Mm-hmm. Did you pull my name?
Emma Mater.
Oh, Emma Mater.
One sec.
Wait, I don't think
No, I want to see if it's funny.
we're about to whisper to make for good podcasting.
Maybe it's because of all the fucking cocaine you do. You think it's funny or no?
Oh, it's a bit aggressive. Oh.
That's a bit aggressive, yeah.
I don't
Especially
know.
because this is live. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
it's a lot. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But
But this is making for great podcasting.
I was
right
gonna say
now.
maybe
right
it's,
now,
maybe
this
if
is
it-
perfect.
Maybe it's even
I have
more
a joke
mean.
for. I actually pitched this to Emma as a joke.
What?
Which is, they say that you go for guys. They say that women go for guys that are like their father. Emma's father is dead, so she likes dead guys.
Ah, that's good. Yeah,
That's funny though. Yeah,
that's funny.
But like, I wouldn't make that joke about her.
I pitched it to her.
Oh, you pitched?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she gave me a
What'd she say? Did she say it was
She
bad
gave
and
me
you
a really
should
good
not talk to her
premise. And so I felt the need to give her a premise back. This is something I feel guilty for with comic friends. Because they'll be like, they'll figure out something about my life that's funny and give me the premise. And then I feel like I owe them premises. Like, I feel guilty for taking the premise.
Scott McLean said Durham's self-roast joke was as true as he is funny. So I think that's just agreeing with what I said. So thank you, Scott.
Okay, let's write a roast joke about Emma Mater. I was just going to make one about how she does drugs, but I think that's pretty public knowledge. So I'll just do it anyways.
I think that could have been a roast joke.
Emma, you have glass in your purse all the time for some reason, and razor blades. And you wonder why. Maybe because it's all the drugs you do. Stop doing drugs, Emma. We're worried about you.
Oh, man.
Emma.
Bye, Kirsten. Thanks for tuning in, girl. We'll see you tonight.
Emma.
Hey, good luck tonight, Kirsten. You're going to rock it tonight at the Hop Yard show. Hey, we got some live viewers, so you can plug the show tonight. Yeah.
We could, but like, aren't you sold out?
We're sold out.
Yeah, so if you want to go to the
most
show
of these
tonight,
people are on the show.
Yeah, we could plug the grind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come see me at the Daily Grind tonight. I'm going to go at probably how early do you think I should go to get a spot?
I think you should go at like 7, man, honestly.
7.
I
was thinking the same thing.
There's going to be comics there.
I'm going to go at 7, and I'm going to just bring my headphones and a podcast and fucking chill out.
Maybe write some new jokes.
I might
just bring
try
a
to
pen
go
and
up at
paper.
the grind next week. And
You
and
should.
practice for ladies' night.
Yeah,
That's
just
every
say,
2
just
weeks.
say you want to do
every 2 weeks. So if I get...
We both have the synapses in our brain.
Are you pushing me off screen?
Oh my gosh. Don't.
I should have sat in the middle. This is ridiculous.
This podcast has gone off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
Dude, I think there was PCP in my joint.
Okay, where were we?
My Emma made a roast joke.
Yes.
Emma, Mitch talks about all the drugs you put in your body, but that's not even the most fucked up thing Emma Mater puts in her body. She chooses willingly to eat pizza with fucking Smarties. It's disgusting. Like she would order it as a topping if she could. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know if I have a roast joke, but it's just use heroin, not Smarties.
I like that. I think it's me. I think I'm the last one.
Yeah.
Give me your best shot, boys. Don't go easy. Because there's nothing, absolutely nothing you could say that I haven't thought about myself.
Didn't you already get Saturday?
Sarah is finally giving up her dream of fucking a comedian because she's doing her first open mic soon, and she knows comedians don't fuck other comedians.
I literally was trying to write something like that.
Yeah.
To be like, I've just given, at this point, I might as well just do it.
Look, I tried to fuck you guys. I couldn't do it. It's time for me to try this joke thing out for myself.
So now I for sure can't fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen at all now. I have a roast joke for myself. They say that, and this is what I mean about bits and premises and stuff, because I know someone else has a joke with this premise, which is they say that lonely people take hot showers because they're lonely. That's why my tub is always flooded.
No, that's been like that.
I hate Facebook Live. It is the worst.
I think it froze.
Maybe.
It is the worst. I have to constantly refresh. They say that. And this is what I mean. I know.
It happens every
This
time.
and stuff because I know.
Those parts are going to be
Oh,
the listeners' favorite
Scott, you
parts.
can go ahead and roast me if you want. Like I've said, there's literally, I've gone into the depths of my soul. There's nothing anyone could say that I wouldn't expect.
Scott McLean, he looks like the guy who used to be the star quarterback who just now eats food and drinks beer. Definitely was a star athlete in high school. Scott McLean was.
Sarah, you're a fan of Joe Rogan, but you also claim to be a feminist. Pick one.
Rogan.
Rogan over feminism.
Rogan for president. Dude, honestly, okay, can we have a little debate? Do you guys think Rogan would win if you try to go for president?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because Trump had way less fans than Rogan, dude.
Yeah, Trump had Russia.
And Rogan fucking just like he enamors people. Like you gotta think his fans like are diehard. You know what I mean? I think you could do it.
Scott, try me.
Yeah, let's go for it, Scott.
Chris, evolution changed everything about you except your brain and your jokes. Oh man, we're going hard. We got Kim with Booze and Bourbon podcast watching. Shout out to Booze and Bourbon. if you're into paranormal stuff.
Does she drink bourbon?
And whiskey.
I don't know anybody who drinks bourbon. Like,
Well,
I'm sure they exist, but I just in my circles of friends, I have 0 friends who drink bourbon. She's not watching anymore because I was talking shit about bourbon.
She left.
She left.
I was about to
okay.
tell her. I was
Give
about to
her a
tell her to
shout.
have me as a guest, just without Mitch, so I could stop being interrupted.
I did want to shout them out though because their podcast is pretty fucking awesome. But
Oh my god, that's so funny. Someone's like, new number, and I was like, who dis? And they said Vic, and I was like, I don't know
Vicky?
anybody.
Welch?
No.
Oh.
Let me tell my
Victor.
So someone said new number, and I was like, who dis? Right? And then they were like, Vic, and I was like, Vic who? I don't know any Vics. And then they said from the local, we hooked up a couple weeks ago. You said you'd call me, but you never did. So you know what we're gonna do right now on the stream?
Oh,
we're
you're
gonna
gonna call her?
FaceTime him on the stream.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
I'm FaceTiming this random person who thinks I hooked up with them.
Well, I think she's pretty sure. She has your
I
number.
haven't been to the local since COVID's over.
Well, she said a few months ago.
A week's.
So I don't think she's gonna answer.
Dude,
There's
this
no
is
way.
I think it's one of my buddies pranking me. I don't
What's
think
782?
that's their new area code.
No, that's not an area code. That's when you have a prepaid phone. I have a 782 number. It's when you like have a prepaid phone. It's not like a contract.
They didn't answer, man. This.
Is this the episode where Mitch does a takeover without anyone knowing? Or you know what, Matt? Every time I have Mitch on, I assume that's how it will go, and I'm okay with it because sometimes I
I'm
need.
FaceTiming them again.
Sometimes I need a break.
They're not gonna answer.
You don't know that.
Well, there's no way they'd answer that. It's so aggressive.
I love it. I love it a lot.
I want them to answer it.
I really
not
want.
gonna.
Who could we call? Who would answer?
Random numbers texting you is so exciting.
I love that. Do you guys want to do a little
It's not
roast
happening.
battle against yourselves?
Sure. I can roast.
Do you guys want to do
I'm
that?
gonna do like 3 jokes each.
Yeah. Okay.
3. Do you want me to get out of the frame?
You want
And
to flip
so
a
it can
coin?
speak,
Oh
you
no,
guys?
it's fine.
You want to flip a coin or what? Or do odd. Here, I'm gonna pick a number on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna pick the first digit on this barcode, and you're gonna say odd or even. So if you are right,
Odd.
you get to choose.
Odd.
So it is an odd number. It's 7.
So you go first.
Oh, so you're choosing me to go
So
first.
we're gonna
okay.
do 3 jokes. We're gonna joke, like
Yeah.
back and forth. Okay. So this is a roast battle between Mitch and Durham, and Mitch goes first. Go ahead.
Durham, you mentioned earlier you're extremely insecure about your weight, so I'll save that.
Oh, they're FaceTiming!
Oh my god!
Gotta pause.
Yo,
Oh, see, it's not a real person.
dude, it's not a real person. This is someone trying to pull a prank on me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this? Hey, who's this?
See, now it's not as exciting if it's not a real girl.
Who is this?
Hey.
This guy's girl
Dude,
voice
this is
is
probably my
terrible.
buddy Matt or something. Matt, who the fuck?
All right.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, Matt. Oh my god, that was my
that
buddy Matt.
that was no fun.
He
No
fucked with
fat.
me.
Okay. Sorry. Did you actually say a joke?
No, he started to.
Okay. Let's start over.
Let's go, Mitch.
Man, that's funny
No
that my
more
that's funny that
interruptions.
my buddy was fucking with me that way.
No more interruptions. Okay, Mitch, you go first.
Durham, you said you're really self-conscious about your weight, so I'll leave that for my last roast joke. But I'll start off something that you should be nervous about. Why are you so scared to do crowd work? They won't bite.
Mitch lives with his grandmother, which is very nice. He really loves his grandmother. Of course, he would choose to live with his parents if they still loved him.
I will give him props. That was a good one because it's like they love me, but like there's a reason my mom lives in a 1-bedroom apartment now.
They don't.
Nah, Mitch, you can't stay over. I only have 1 bedroom. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I used to just spit on the walls. I used to just smoke bong in my bedroom. I used to just fucking be a mess, man. I still am a mess.
See, that's what makes for a good roast joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Physical penalty.
Punch
Physical
him in the
penalty.
face after every roast joke and be like, gotcha.
Okay, it's your turn.
Durham, you have a sweet hop yard show tonight. That's pretty cool. You didn't give me a spot. That's not that cool. What's up with that?
That's your roast joke?
That's not a roast. There's just a personal vendetta coming out.
Well, Mitch, I do have a hop yard show tonight, and I put on all of my favorite comedians, and each one of them likes to write new jokes.
Durham, you look like you never close your tabs on your phone.
You looking at your notes now?
You kind of look like you drink triples.
I don't drink coffee.
You look like you buy all your clothes from Bulk Barn.
I like that one.
You're a huge stoner, but you can't roll joints.
That's true.
You look like you drink tap water.
That was really funny when you did that in your set, when you said you tap
I've
water
done that.
drinkers.
I've done my both sets back. I think I'm gonna do it tonight as well.
But I don't think you should like say for like the third time in a row. You should just go like it's the first time again. Like, looks like the whole front row drinks tap water. Sorry if you want that unsolicited advice.
No, I always appreciate advice, and like sometimes when I try to like give advice to people are like, "You're such an idiot, Mitch," and I'm like, "Oh, you know, you're probably right." But I do like when people give me advice.
I don't know if anyone won that roast battle. I think you're
I
both.
still have one more joke.
Oh, you have one more.
Yeah.
We got jokes.
Mitch,
Damn it! I was just about to roast both of you.
Mitch did like 4 in a row, and I was just like that, like, taking the shots.
They're all small, so I had to wrap it.
They're just mini ones.
It's quantity over quality, Durham.
Well, shouldn't it be quality over quantity?
No, it should be, but he did quantity over quality.
I think it should be whatever you want because comedy is an artistic expression.
Mitch says that comedy is an artistic expression, which makes sense. Mitch has been doing art his whole life. He actually started by finger painting shit on the walls.
Durham always has really well written jokes on stage, but has trouble improvising. I think he has a ghostwriter. And if so, that'd be pretty scary because he can't get a better one.
I appreciate that you say that I have well written jokes on stage. Thank you very much.
But then I ended it with a.
Yeah, I know what you ended it with, but maybe you could borrow my ghostwriter so you could have some good jokes.
I like that. Ding,
that
ding.
sucked, Durham, dude. I think I won.
I think.
What is the
both, I think that you are both losers. What's disgusting.
I think
Mitch, when you roast Durham, you shouldn't compliment his keen sense of who not to put on a show.
Hey, Scott, are you on the show tonight, bro? Didn't think so.
To be fair, both of you guys were on the Dark Comedy show that got canceled, and I didn't change the lineup of the Hop Yard show from before. So like of the Dark show. So
do you have an approach to curating a show in terms of who you pick?
Definitely. Well, like for the Dark show, the Dark show was like kind of my first show, so a lot of people who like if I did the Dark show again, it'd be a lot more curated.
Right.
But with this Hop Yard show, I kind of like because I feel like I have like the guys on the show are kind of clean, where the girls are kind of dirty.
I like that kind of a little bit of contrast.
Yeah.
Yes.
A juxtapositions.
Yeah. But my plan with Hop Yard, if it keeps going, is to always just have 6 comics on, and they do 8 minutes, and then a headliner.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be good. So, final question. We're going to close out this episode, but that was a lot of fun.
Finally.
What's your guys? I'm doing stand-up for the first time in a couple weeks. Advice for me.
But, well, this is good that you're getting advice from us because we're probably like the 2 newest comedians.
This is like the New Faces show.
Yeah. I can't think of any. Like, when did you start, Mitch?
Oh, I could give you so much advice. As a new comedian,
just not answer my question. That's cool. It's fine. Let's just move on.
You've been doing it just over a year, right?
March was my anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started in November.
Yeah, so you're newer.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Newer but more talented.
What was your question, Durham? Ask it again.
What question? Oh,
advice for me.
That's what you just said when you started.
Oh, is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I was like, I think we're.
I didn't even hear you. I
think we're probably the 2 newest comedians to do it consistently.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't even hear him though. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, my advice would be so like a lot of people have started comedy and they're not in the scene. You know what I mean? But you're in the scene. You're starting comedy.
It's a weird added pressure for me.
So I think you're getting too much advice from people because it's gonna get in your head.
That's actually very true. So maybe stop listening to everybody and just do my thing.
Oh, definitely don't listen to everybody. Like, do what you feel is right. Like, there's been people who like told me like tags or like a way to say something differently, and like I'll try it, but don't like it because
Like,
not really my voice.
that doesn't mean don't run jokes by people, but I'm just saying, like, how you just asked us for advice. We're probably not the first people you asked for advice. So
Although to be
This
fair,
is what I'll say.
people know you better than they knew me, so they didn't know my voice. Where like some people who talk to you might know your voice better than they would have known mine.
And that's
She doesn't have she has like a podcast voice, but she doesn't have
stand-up voice.
Yeah, that's true too.
But it's gonna be pretty similar-ish. One thing I will say is like I've been hanging out and sort of like writing and running things by Kirsten, Alva, and Adrian because I'm like, well, the stuff is a little more women-centric, so I do want to hear if they think it's funny, but I will also be writing it by like a few guys just because I'm like, I just want to make sure it's decent enough. It doesn't have to be the best joke ever, but if I can actually like run the jokes by them and have them even just chuckle a bit at them, I'll be happy.
Eventually, though, you're gonna be like,
but it is an added
writing all your jokes by yourself, so you should.
That's the thing. It is an added advantage. I'm at a weird advantage, but also I think with that advantage comes a lot more pressure. Because Andrew Vaughn said it. He's like, you're at a point where if you went up and like really, like if you really sucked, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Like
he said that?
Yeah.
I disagree. Yeah.
Pretty much. Because I've been the way that I've seen the last year of like going to shows and like talking with you guys and learning about it is it's like I've been taking night classes for like a year. To me it's been so much observation.
I think also the main issue that new comics have is like confidence on stage and like not even knowing what a joke actually is. Yeah. Where you are ahead of the curve on both those things. Yeah. So like if someone's going up and has confidence on stage and is like saying like jokes or what appears to be a joke, even if they're not there yet, you're gonna do a lot better than anyone else who's just starting off being I'm
fairly confident about what I have.
I would compare.
I'm fairly proud of it.
I would compare it to something I learned through skateboarding, just because I find like everything I've done is connected in some way, and you can like learn lessons from other things. And one lesson I learned is like it takes raw talent. Like it's a whole like pie chart, but there's like a huge chunk that's like raw talent, but there's also a huge chunk that's knowledge, but there's also a huge chunk that's like hard work. And at first, like even if you're really bad, you just got to keep putting in the hard work, and you're gonna get there. Right. But I had something else that I kind of walked in that sentence and saved myself with something that sounded somewhat coherent because I had something different that I want to say. So now I feel like an idiot. But
no, but I think you're right. I think that there's the stage presence, there's the actual joke writing, and then there's the actual hustle and the work ethic to keep doing mics. Like, even though you might not have done that well. Yeah. Which is...
I think that's also an important thing. Like, when I started, I had my first mic, but I also had, like, 3 or 4 mics already lined up right after that. So it was like...
You had no choice.
Yeah, it's like, I have to do it.
That's a good idea.
And, so...
Like, I'm starting at kind of a weird time where there's not a lot of shows. But especially with Matt's Thursday show... Like, that's really cool. Because, I mean, that's going to be a regular show that people know... I just have to show up and I'll probably get on. Kind of thing.
Although I'll be honest, like get there early. I think there'll be a few comedians who just get there super early and sit there and write until the showtime.
They'll just be camping out.
Any Thursday
they'll camp out for their 3 minutes.
I'll go there.
I think it's 6 or 5. I think you flip. He said
flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin and get 3 or 5 minutes.
I'd love to try.
I'm gonna be like Matt.
I'd love to try some of my jokes before ladies' night. Maybe. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, that was a tough room though.
It did seem tough.
Totally unsure what it'll be like tonight, but the first night that was a tough room.
The setup is really hard. Just like the setup at Economy Shoe Shop is really hard. Like the best setup is Yuck Yucks, where it's like you're literally in the corner and everyone's sardined up into your fucking grill. But at Economy Shoe Shop, it's like you're like yelling down one hallway while there's like a bedroom next to you, and then a weird table off to the left, and then Daily Grind is like you're like yelling down a hallway, and the green room is part of the stage.
It's a weird setup,
and the capacity's super small too.
We really need Sniggly's back because that has the best stage.
Dude, Sniggly's is pretty social distance because you can have like all the fucking comedians.
It's more social distance than Shoe Shop, that's for sure.
Oh my god, way better. But honestly, I'm kind of I sounded like a little harsh there on Daily Grind. Like it's still it's a sick venue. Like everything's really nice and the drinks are really nice and the waitresses. But
Stephanie, shout out to Stephanie. She was the blonde one.
She was your blonde?
That's Sarah's blonde Stephanie, everybody.
She was a really good waitress because she like introduced herself and she like made it clear that like call me down whenever you need anything. Like she was really good. Shout out to Stephanie.
Shout out Stephanie at the Daily Grind. Hopefully I see you tonight. And
I wasn't hating on the Daily Grind saying it's a tough room. That's good. That's good that it's a tough room because if you do a joke that works,
we were talking about this earlier. I mean, on the car ride over, me and Durham were like, we're like, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like tonight. And I was saying like, fucking, I've only had 2 shows since I came back and both went well. So I'm like, fuck it. If I have a bomb tonight, fuck it. Toughen my skin up and do that shit.
So scared to bomb. So scared to.
Oh, it sucks.
Because
dude. It's so scary. Everyone's watching you, and you're the center of attention, Sarah. And then as soon as you fuck up and say something not funny, there's just silence, and all that silence is because of you.
I think a big issue with bombing is like unless you bomb like in a cringy way where you're saying terrible things or gross things, like if you just have like a bad set. Like in your head, you think everyone's remembering that and judging you. Where really, like every comic is like, yeah, been there, done that, and like the audience member just forgets about you.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just like,
you just have to roll through with it.
New person is up, they just forget about you. So it's like, who cares?
What are your guys' thoughts on commenting on the bomb? Like if you say,
I think it's appropriate. Yeah, it makes you feel better. You can laugh it off.
If you know you're bombing, and like the audience probably knows you're bombing too. Obviously, they know you're bombing. Addressing it,
but sometimes it's like, oh, you don't want to address that. That was pretty bad.
It all depends.
Like, dude, Durham set the other.
Were you? Yeah, you were at the. That was a rough one.
That was a rough one, but like it wasn't like nothing to be embarrassed about.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that was like, I think that was one of my first time bombing where I did address that I was bombing.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you should do.
But I like when people go oof, like or like they'll say something and like nothing happens. Like,
I feel like I don't know anybody who when they start bombing can really turn it around.
Interesting.
It's definitely tough. I don't know how to.
Do you know anybody? I could just be not thinking about it.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen anyone really do it.
Like you're pretty good at yelling at the crowd.
Me?
Yeah, you're pretty loud.
Like you can like when you say that was funny. Why aren't you laughing? Like you've done that before.
Yeah. So I think other people have talked about this. So I do this thing like Ryan actually mentioned that he's like, yeah, when you tell a joke and it's not funny, you can like save it. And that's like a good talent. And I was like, that is a good talent because most of my jokes aren't funny, so I can save my set a bit. But like I don't think I've ever been like bombing and then save the set. Like I feel like
no.
Yeah, like I feel like if I've been doing all right and a joke doesn't like if I do a joke that's all right and then I do a joke that's not so good, I can like save myself a little bit, like save that that certain bit. I feel like a little bit.
Have you ever? Okay, I'm just gonna ask a couple more questions. Then
like a little bit.
Go. Have you ever had a bomb that was so bad that it like really like where you didn't forget about it right away, where it kind of sat with you and you're like, oh fuck, that was like, has anything ever hit you and like made you feel like I can't do this again?
Nothing ever made me feel like I can't do this again.
Yeah.
Just like I've had bombs that suck, but
right. But you kind of just brush it off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when women bomb, they're a lot harder on themselves.
I think it all depends on the person who like there's definitely guys who are extremely hard on themselves when they bomb too, and then there's other people who can just brush it off.
Right.
And I think it all depends on your style, like, and just
that's right.
Your personality
and it's a learning experience. You just gotta do it.
Yeah, and everybody bombs, so I don't think people should feel bad, especially in like the first 5 years of doing comedy. You're gonna bomb a lot.
So like that's interesting, the whole concept of a bomb. So like some people think if you don't get big laughs on all your things, that's a bomb, because you should be like at a certain level. But I've never like bombed really bad at a big show. So like if there's a huge crowd, like I do all right. I'll do at my level, which I don't think is a bomb. But like
I think
like if it's a small crowd, then you're kind of like, unless they're roaring, you're kind of bombing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's like, you'll tell a joke and there's no laughs. Like, ooh.
And the rest are comics that have heard your stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like,
so they're not gonna really laugh.
I do think
it's
tougher.
So hard to sit in that silence, bro. Oh, fuck.
I do think it's tougher to bomb when like you do have like mine and Mitch's style, where like we don't tell stories ever.
Mm-hmm. I tell some stories.
Okay, well, I don't tell stories ever. Like I know I have jokes that will work. So if I am performing to a big crowd of people, I know like I have jokes that will definitely work. So I don't think I'd ever like bomb in like a huge crowd.
Yeah, huge crowds are better because there's more people. So there's more people that would relate to what you're saying. So
my worst bombs have been at like Gus's in front of 2 people.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, especially
Gus's and
like
Fickle
if
are both
I
like
did
hit or
my
miss,
stuff in front of a crowd of like 3 men, it just wouldn't.
Yeah,
like
it'd be
it's
tough.
not going to be good.
Gus's
like,
is a good setup too. I like that stage.
Gus's will not be kind to what I have for sure.
They're not coming back.
Well,
No.
no, like they will, like probably will, but like I just know that my stuff, unless there's a good crowd in there, it will not be.
Although before COVID, when they were getting the restaurant back, the last like 2 or 3 shows at Gus's were packed. It was great.
Yeah.
So
they were really
hopefully that continues afterwards here when Mondays are back.
But Oasis just dropped off in attendance big time. Like,
well, yeah, that was
they
expected.
have to get promotion out the day before.
Yeah, because even
They
this
gotta
last one, they didn't put it out till like late the day before.
Like they really got that's my main thing
Shouldn't
with
they
Oasis,
do it, like,
they
the
have
Wednesday?
good promo, but it's not done enough in advance.
Yeah.
Really, like the
Running
day
a
that
weekly
your show,
show is
the
hard,
day your
though.
show
Like,
is
yeah,
over.
I'm not trying to underestimate that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the day your show is over, if you know the lineup, like if the room is booked weeks in advance, if you know the lineup, there's no reason that poster shouldn't be up the next day that the show ends. And just pumped, you just pump it out, because otherwise people won't see it. They just won't. So
yeah,
that's the key. We're gonna end this episode, but I want to thank you both for coming on.
Oh, this was great.
This was so fun.
I had a lot of fun.
We went a lot of places, and I want you guys to follow both of these gentlemen on social media. Durham has been doing shows, so gotta make sure you follow him.
You can, I guess, add me as a friend on Facebook because I don't care about Facebook. Anyone can be my friend. I post jokes and do a live show there sometimes. And
why don't you do the live show on Instagram?
Because Instagram, it's just... Well, I guess I could do it on Instagram, but
I think
Facebook,
you should.
Facebook,
Nobody
you
uses
get,
Facebook, bro.
No, Facebook, you get more people.
Because remember when I was on your show? Do you remember that?
Yeah, we didn't get many people on that one. No, we did.
no. Oh wait, no, that was here.
That was one that was here. We got a lot of people.
We got a lot of people, but if we were on Instagram, because I had a bunch of people message me and they're like, "Why isn't it on Instagram?" And I was like, "Because these guys are fucking lame, bro."
Well, no.
I didn't actually say that.
You can follow me.
I didn't say that.
Kyle Burnett coming in harsh. Durham and Mitch look like they are competing in a contest to have their bands play Warped Tour, and their only incentive to do so is hang out with underage girls.
Kyle, I don't think anything joking about underage girls is funny.
He left. He posted it and then left.
That's really rude, Kyle.
So
and,
I just want to go through it.
You only get 2 minutes tonight now.
I want to say my apologies for the end of this podcast. I want to say sorry to Albert for my roast towards you. I want to say sorry to my friend Emma Mater for telling roast jokes about you. I want to say sorry to myself because I think everyone should treat themselves like their friend, and I would never be mean to a friend, so I shouldn't be mean to myself. Sorry, Durham, for all the rude things I said to you. Sorry, Sarah. Thank you for having me. Scott McLean and Robbie Bino, you guys can still go fuck yourselves.
Wait, Durham was in the process of plugging.
That was a joke. That was supposed to be like a.
I know, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it, but
all right,
I'm plugging my stuff. And also, Instadurs on Instagram.
Which is such a good handle, by the way. I just love saying that. Instadurs.
It works well. I always
who has a better handle though? Hey, Sarah, who has a better handle though, me or him?
I think I do.
I think you do. Just by the
you guys
way
are both fucking
Instadurs.
By the way it
me.
sounds, you win the handle.
Dart Mitch.
Kyle Barnett Comedy Dum Dum is a good one too.
And then you can also follow me on Twitter. I have 16 followers right now at Durham Stands Up.
Durham Stands Up.
And I do. I stand up often. Right now I've been sitting down too long. I can't wait to stand up.
Stay tuned for more Hop Yard shows.
Yeah, hopefully, if they like me.
Mm-hmm.
I got merch coming soon. It's gonna
be selling them at all the open mics.
Yeah, actually I am. And if anyone's gonna talk shit about that, they should.
Did you want me to talk shit about it?
No, I can feel you guys talking shit.
No, I appreciate it. I will wear your t-shirt if you give me one.
Really?
Yeah. But can it be in a girl style, not a baggy guy? Can it be cute, like a cute girl style shirt?
Do you see how fashionable I am? Of course.
I will wear your t-shirt on stage, then
And
roast you the whole time.
If it's a V-neck, even better, because cleavage.
Same. I want to show my cleavage.
Yeah, so I got merch coming soon. It's basically gonna have like, I was thinking about like getting my tattoo of a shopping cart and saying pushing carts and breaking hearts. That's gonna be on the back, and then I commissioned an artist to like animate my face.
Can you send me the contact?
Yeah, totally.
I want that.
Yeah, I'll totally do it.
I want that.
It was. I think I paid like $40 or something.
That's not bad.
But like, it's a local artist.
Like they
so.
cartooned your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they actually add your face? Because there's this new style.
And $40 is a lot, but at the time I got my syrup check.
All this art of like your body and just no face.
Yeah.
It's like It's like the biggest thing right now. Everyone's getting these pictures.
like it.
Everyone's getting these pictures. Like, check out this drawing I got. They didn't do the face though. That's what everyone's doing. I see it all over social media. I'm like, where the fuck are the faces?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of those.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I haven't seen any of that. But
If you can't draw faces, stop drawing fucking people.
Please make a joke, some sort of joke in it. Like, that's it. It's so wild to me when I see that.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Well, what's Albert saying? Scott McLean, too soon, Scott. Incidentally, too soon will not be something people say when you die.
That's great, Albert.
Where were we? So you have merch. Okay, where?
I don't have merch yet. It's coming soon.
Coming soon though, but they gotta follow you.
DM me on Instagram at Durham Mitch for pre-orders. It's gonna probably, like, I'm not gonna make money off it. I'm gonna do it at cost, but it's gonna still be expensive because I want like nice material. So
eventually though,
I want. Yeah, totally.
Start the merch train, and then you can always change it later.
Dude, I probably no. I don't want to make it profitable. I want it to be like solely like, because the profit will be people are like, oh, you're wearing a Durham Mitch shirt. That's like
you want it.
It's all about the art.
I get it. You want it as a promotional tool, not necessarily to make money. And I would be the same way too if I made merch, because there's different options for podcasts where you can like. You can just upload your logo to this site and they will just sell your shirts. People buy directly through them and you get like maybe $2 a shirt or something if you sell a shirt.
That's bad because they get all your data.
I don't really care. But like if I did a merch store, I wouldn't want to pay for like I don't have a lot of money to invest, so I would just have them set up the merch store, and if people want to buy an Intoxicated shirt, you can buy through that site.
Okay.
Because I'm so small still, I'll take the promotion if you want to buy my fucking shirt. I don't really care about the profit. So
I actually want to get merch too, Mitch, and my shirt is gonna say, "I'm not saying I'm a pedophile," and I think everyone would buy that. Nothing about my name, just I'm not saying I'm a pedophile.
You also gotta subscribe to Mitch's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Yeah, it's just my name, Mitch Touesnard.
Mitch Touesnard.
Yo, you know what's funny? Recent Mitch Touesnard on YouTube. But you know what's funny? Recently, so my great grandfather came here from France, right? So I thought it was French naturally. But recently, my uncle Melvin and my uncle Cletus discovered. These are real names.
I guess I'm Durham, so I can't shit on
shut up, you
anyone's
weirdo name.
Your face.
So they found out recently that my distant heritage is actually the Twinor, my last name.
Twinor.
On my dad's side, yeah.
Twinor.
My great grandfather came here from Norway. He's Norwegian.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And then I Googled recently Norway, and I was like, man, the people kind of look like me there.
Okay.
So I want to go and check out Norway when COVID's over.
It'll be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you get to go.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
This was so fun.
Hey, listen, I'm kind of glad it's over because I want to smoke another joint. But listen, this is so sweet to have myself over here.
Aww.
I got a show tonight. This is going to be such a good Thursday for me.
This is so fun. Okay, so
go
thank
back
you guys
in time
for
and check out
coming.
my Hop Yard show.
Got to follow Intoxicated everywhere you find podcasts. Make sure you subscribe and follow on social media. And you can follow me at Sarah Mackle. You guys get to ring the bell. Wait, let's do it together. We're going to do it together. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
That was great.
Beautiful.
Should we do it again for a minute? Should I